Copy that. Initiating phase 3.
Time. They're here.
Let's hope they hear this.
This hit goes out to you.
So better go.
Has come back! Laying the smack down on all! I'm still standing here!
Calling all Autobots. Roll out.
Whoa!
This Scarlet.
Acknowledge me!
Whatever you can imagine.
Make us who we are.
Welcome to another trailer reaction for Untitled Live.
Yo, monologuing, bro. Finish him, bro. Pull the trigger. Pull the trigger.
Open the fucking door. You know what I mean? You got cereal, right? You pull the last bit of it, and it's just that dust that comes out. You're like, what? I'm sorry. Not mean. I'm sorry, guys.
We don't need to be fixed.
Because I feel like Star Wars is very like patriarchal, so it was.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We are no Jedi.
Feminists comes into these spaces and they don't know shit about the Lord.
Hey, girl, everybody in this room is about that superhero life. And if you don't mind my asking, where the hell have you been all this
And then when everything is over, and then he's king again, in King Dynasty or Sequel Wars, everybody gonna be on his dick again. And it's like, yo,
You must be sleeping under a rock or something.
God, bro, it's so, I hate people sometimes.
Let it all out,
Yeah.
bro. Let it all out.
I am king!
I'm
driving the train right now.
Maybe this time you'll learn.
He bust Drake after that diss song. He put your TKs that I got to. Cisgender feminism. Keep talking, goddammit. You keep talking, I'm gonna slip out of the suit and slap that thick ass wig up your face.
Yo,
You got the chance.
That's it right there. That's the Winter Soldier Prime code right there. They get you back in that.
That shit will be right up.
I was like, yo, I'm done podcasting. Yo, it was really good, man. Welcome to Untitled Live, episode 193. We here, baby. Made it to another week. 193 episodes in a row, baby.
Straight.
Right now, I'm in Times Square right now. I'm selling my mixtape, so let me know.
NYC Hustle Life. Y'all know nothing about that?
Word. Yo, before we start anything, man, happy birthday.
Birthday.
Thank you, my
Man,
brother.
First Prince.
Thank you. Happy birthday, bro.
Man, my man's
y'all.
old.
Appreciate
I don't
y'all.
want to call you out right now, but I'm saying, like, I don't want to date you right now, but we up there.
Jackie Rob. We up there.
Oh, yeah. I'm not that far from you. Not that far from you, man. But anyway, guys, welcome to Untitled Live. If this is the first time coming across this channel, this show. We talk about all types of shit, current events, comic book shit, all you name it. We talk about it. We definitely go left. Look, Chris, happy birthday! Look at that.
Appreciate you, Marrero. Thank you, my brother.
Yeah,
Thank
Marrero.
you. Thank you. Appreciate you, Marrero.
Yeah, we got a lot of things to talk about today, man. We got some acolyte talk, man. The internet has been buzzing.
Intro still relevant. Intro still relevant.
I'll have to back out of that one because I didn't see it
Oh my God! Did you not?
Man.
No.
Oh no!
Mm.
Oh man, follow a fellow Gemini. Yeah, man.
Yes.
Damn, he didn't see that shit.
I didn't even know it came out yet, bro. I've been like been going so crazy over here.
How about this, Red? How about this? During the hour mark, drop out, go watch the shit, come back.
Wait, did you see any of the episodes or just the latest one?
I don't watch any.
Oh shit!
Oh,
see, you were about to tell him, yo, take the night off.
Oh, I thought it was just this one episode. Oh,
yeah, I thought
shit.
so too. Damn. I was waiting on his input for the last week.
See, I was like, let me verify because the way he's saying it doesn't sound like he watched any.
Yeah,
So
I didn't see Boys either, bro. I was dealing with stuff this week. This week was a crazy week for me, man.
All right. No, it's cool. We could talk about it next week. I guess we could talk about it in surface level today, later on in the show. But yeah, to answer your question, Chris, I definitely watch The Boys. I wait.
Same
I normally wait. But I was like, let me watch it.
Yo,
I needed some like real. I needed some real TV, bro.
I don't want to
dialogue, bro.
I want to talk about it. I'll just do it like Stinky used to do it. Just back out when
No, because the thing is that I want.
Yeah.
This is all.
I wanted your opinion, bro.
This is baiting you. I'm trying to bait you.
Yeah.
This is why I put this particular intro, because it falls in line. What you were saying.
The last couple of weeks, bro. It's like I wanted this. Yeah. Oh man.
Yo, maybe you should do a watch party for all 3 episodes with just Red.
Hell yeah. Yes.
Just Red,
yeah.
watching all 3 of them shits.
Yeah.
Just me. What the hell?
I mean, if you want, I'll jump in with you. Yo, Cuzzo, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, my guy.
Yo, we should definitely, we should definitely do,
Yeah. I'll jump in there with you, bro. I won't spoil nothing. I'll jump in there with you. If you want to do that. Appreciate you, Sonny. Thank you, my guy. Thank you. Appreciate
that 3rd episode, bro, was definitely a doozy, man, and I would love to see your reaction.
Wait, is it woke? This is why you telling me like? Is this
yo, bro, this is the conversation on the internet. I need your input. I need to see. And it's good. You didn't see it. We could get it live. We could get it real time. I think we should do that,
bro. It's I looked at it from a different lens. We could talk about it surface level later, but yeah, it's a conversation that needs to be said, right? But before all that, before we get into the topics, there's a lot of things that's happening in the news. We got a lot to cover. So I guess we could start off for like our weeks and then we can go into our topics and shit. So Brick, how was your week, man?
Week was pretty good. Watched The Boys, watched Alkalite. There's really like the highlights of the week.
You got a haircut?
I got a haircut, right? So no Grizzly Adams.
Crispy.
That's really it. I mean, this week was kind of weird. Thursday was a very like limbo day for me until like The Boys came on, because it felt like it was Friday, but it also felt like it was Wednesday, and so I just felt like I was stuck in the middle, just stuck in a day. Like I was like, yo, I'm about to have some fucking Groundhog Day type of event happen. I don't know. I was like, this day ain't going nowhere, but it's going somewhere. It's like shit. And then The Boys came on, and I was just like, oh my god, The Boys is up. And so I ran out the door, and I went down and I immediately like was driving around. I was like, yo, I need to get some good munchies to eat while I'm watching this. I found myself at the drive-thru at Burger King. Getting that shit. I was like, yo, I'm gonna get onion rings with the zesty sauce, some fries, some Whopper Juniors, chicken sandwich, yo. I was
zesty sauce.
Yeah, bro, gotta get that zesty sauce, bro.
Zesty.
Gotta have that zesty. So I came home. I was watching The Boys, eating my Burger King. Yo, I was lit. I was like, yes, this is.
Yeah, it was cool to get like a 3-episode premiere. That was nice.
That was
nice
so great. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting like one episode. That's when I ran out the door because I was gonna sit down and just watch the one episode. When I saw it was 3, I was like, oh, I need stuff. So that's when I threw my pants on. I walked out the door. I went to go get my shit.
He said threw his pants on. Like, you weren't wearing pants?
I don't wear. Shit, I'm home. I'm not wearing pants. That shit's off. Shit, I'm not wearing pants right now. So I'm chilling.
I know it's weird. I know it's weird wearing jeans in the crib. It's always been weird to wear jeans in the crib. Like, you can wear like, long pants, like, I don't know, some joggers or some shit. But I guess blue jeans is weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. That was my week.
I think he's the reason that job interviews are gonna say, "Can you stand up real quick?" when they do like the virtual interviews and shit.
Oh my god, tidy whities, bro.
You just want to make sure you got pants, so you're not coming into the interview with some tidy whities on.
Word, okay.
Oh man,
your boxes.
I think for me, my week went pretty quick. Saw the same exact thing as you. I saw Acolyte. I kind of knew what I was getting myself into because I heard like kind of like a breakdown before, and then I was like, "Oh shit, this is real. This is Star Wars." But anyways, saw The Boys. That was some good TV. What else did I watch? Power came back. I know that's my what do you call that?
She's a big rich show.
What do you call that shit? It's like a guilty pleasure. Yeah, that's my guilty pleasure. I'm not gonna hold you, man. That first episode felt like a damn movie, and then you watch episode 2 that came out today. Was nothing like it was like they got a different director that was like, all right, I'm just gonna just phone this shit in. But the first episode felt very like the pacing was. I'm like, this is not even power. This is some other shit. This is good, but had a good time with that. Other than that, man, just been chilling. And yeah, I'm glad to be here with you guys this weekend, man. Fresh Prince, how was your week?
It's a pretty simple week. Again, we got the news that we won't talk about, but that was cool the other day. And then I really thought my birthday was on Saturday. I thought it was the weekend, so it was a nice little surprise to me.
Wait, I surprised you? Did I surprise you? Because I was like.
No, not when you hit me up, but like afterwards, I really thought it was, and then like I realized when I checked afterwards, I'm like, oh yeah, it's Friday, so like yeah, it's on stream and all of that. I'm like, that's cool. But yeah, it was cool. I really didn't do too much, didn't watch too much. Saw the Acolyte, saw The Boys, all 3 episodes. Excellent, and got me right back in. But I rewatched the last episode of the last season also. So I watched that just to make sure I was refreshed, make sure I didn't miss nothing, and then I went into these 3. So that was cool, and we'll talk about that later. But yeah, that's about it. My son was done with school yesterday, so we had the day today together. And he also hit me with a text message like at 12 a.m. last night. To wish me happy birthday. Yeah, real quick. And yeah, so that was I didn't expect that. That got me a little fuzzy on the inside, a little emotional. That's something I didn't expect it. But he wrote like a whole paragraph. It was almost like, when your woman is mad at you type paragraph. Like it was deep. So that was cool. I really enjoyed that. And then I really, as I've been getting older, I haven't expected too much. Like we're not kids anymore, so it's like I really didn't expect too much. But it was a surprise today. my mom's and my sister, my son, they all got together. So my mom came home and like she had balloons and got me a pound cake because she know I like pound cake. So ice cream, cookies and cream. Shout out to everybody, cookies and cream.
That's a vibe right there, bro. That's a vibe, bro. Pound cake,
yeah,
bro.
I mean, yeah, bro. So
only,
it was
only
like
80s babies like that shit, bro.
Did you warm up the pound cake and then put the ice cream on top?
bro, of course, Entenmann's in the bro. It was a vibe. It was a vibe. It was lit. Exactly. So it wasn't extravagant, but it was one of those things where it's like intimate family. They know you. They got you the little things. Matter of fact, my son had ordered this and got me this. I mean, can y'all see this?
Yeah, I see it.
Majin Vegeta. You know what I'm saying? And that was the turning point when my man actually turned into a hero. You know what I'm saying? Sacrifice and all that. So that was dope. And he was like, I knew he was gonna like that. Hero. That was cool, man. My man's a hero. Stop playing. My man had a redemption arc.
Up now.
Yeah,
like,
you know,
bro. No.
Redemption arc. Cause
he doesn't have a visualist memory
redemption
of
arc.
Majin Vegeta. Like he ain't just killed a whole stadium of people, bro.
Listen, he did, but
listen, none of us have a visualist memory of Majin Vegeta, bro.
He obliterated them.
Whole stadium of people.
He freaking obliterated, bro.
Himself,
like, yo,
you know what I'm
hey,
saying?
Goku had to get him out of that stadium before he killed more people, bro. Like, come on, now.
That man disintegrated those people like
Thanos
did.
Yo, bro, listen, that's a real daddy moment, sacrifice moment. The kids was both of the kids was ready to go with him to war. It's like, nah, like, come on, we're not gonna go into this, man. That was a moment in the arc, man. That was
after he realized he messed up though, after it was too late.
That's what happens sometimes, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes life happens and you learn and you progress. My man's a family man.
Yeah, they're lucky those Dragon Balls came, so were able to bring them back, man.
This is what I'm saying, and we got this is in a universe where we got Dragon Balls, and people can make mistakes like that, and we can still bring everybody back. You know what I'm saying? It's all about your internal actions and your morals. And listen, we ain't gonna go through all this, man. That's my guy. Yeah, all right.
I think if there was ever a time Goku was tired of Vegeta shit, it was that time right there, the Majin Buu. But I think that was like Goku's like, I'm really tired of this guy's shit right now, bro. Goku's like, this guy gotta get his shit together because this is ridiculous, bro.
But he did, right? He did, and now he's one of the like at the end of the day, greatest character arc in that whole series. I don't get it. It is, but at the end of the day, great birthday. You know what I'm saying? As far as personal and everybody that reached out. I appreciate everybody that reached out from a distance. I appreciate everything from everyone, from family, friends, associates, whoever. Like, I just appreciate all the love, all you guys here on the stream. It's good to be back with you guys again. So yeah, I'm just appreciative. And yeah, I felt the love today. So for that, I appreciate and love everybody. Thank you. But yeah, Red, how was your week, bro? You know,
I'm gonna get into my week in a few minutes, but I just gotta touch on this Vegeta shit real quick.
Troll, go ahead.
No.
You wouldn't be you.
It's funny how people like say, "Oh, Vegeta's like the best father. He's this and that," because he sacrificed himself for Trunks and the Majin Vegeta shit.
For everybody,
it wasn't the best father. Bro. Meanwhile, they always say Goku's the most worst father ever. Like Goku didn't originally sacrifice himself for Gohan by taking a special beam cannon shot from Piccolo to kill his brother that was trying to kidnap Gohan. But yet Goku died after that, and he was a terrible father. Not that he was an absent father for Gohan, and Piccolo's the real father for Gohan. If you want to say after he sacrificed himself to save Gohan's life, mind you. Then had to travel that whole Snake Road to find King Kai and all that shit to get trained so he can come back.
I'm man doing a whole flashback.
No, he's not with it. He's not with the bullshit.
This Goku Vegeta shit is wild to me, bro. Yeah, I didn't call him the best father ever after he just massacred a whole stadium of people. And then I
didn't say that. Did I say he was the best father ever?
you did say, oh, he did a real father shit, hero father shit, because he sacrificed himself for
I said it was a turn. The first thing I said was it was a turning point in his art, and you just went ape shit like with the whole.
I mean, because everybody
like you had this stored up. You had bullets in the chamber. You was ready to get these off, and I appreciate it.
He like to shit on Goku in his own show, man. I'm tired of this shit, bro. Like, I'm tired of shit.
I feel you, and I appreciate that. But I never said that. All I said is that's my character, and my son knew that was my character. So my son blessed me with a present, and you went off.
No, I'm not getting on your son's gift right now. I'm just on the Vegeta shit in the hole, bro. I'm going after the whole Vegeta fan base right now in the hole. And don't get me wrong, I like Vegeta. I do like Vegeta.
Yeah, so you coming at me on my birthday right now? Just tell it.
All right, I'm gonna let you slide on your birthday. I'm gonna say you for next day, man. The next show I got, I'm in your ass though. The next show.
All I said is that's my character. My man went off. Like,
the next show I'm in Vegeta's ass. The next show, bro.
Yeah, like we about to have a whole philosophical conversation. Charles, Eric, which way we going, bro? Like.
I mean, it was a good topic to bring because Father's Day.
No, but I feel you. Yeah, Father's Day is Sunday, so yeah, that's true.
I feel like Goku get a shitty rap, man. He's a great father, man. He's a great father.
I just call him an idiot all around, but I feel you. I feel you on backing him on this. Like some of the slander is not welcome. I feel you.
Yeah, man.
Unwarranted. I get you.
Real father and all that shit.
I mean, he is though, but
they disrespect, bro. What Goku's gonna do? He was dead. He sacrificed himself. How you gonna?
Yeah. Right.
How you gonna raise Gohan? If he's dead, he's gonna sacrifice himself for him, bro. He's dead.
He dead.
And I don't know how the hell Chi had Goten. I think she cheated, bro. I don't know. Goten came out of nowhere, bro.
Nigga, that's Mori, nigga.
That nigga was dead and she had a whole child, bro.
That's why we even here. Are you serious,
bro? He was dead and she had a whole child. He came back, had a child, didn't even know it, bro.
I can say that for Trunks, Goten, bro.
Before the battle,
he looked just like him.
He looked just like Goku, and then he was like a newborn when Goku found out. He was like 4 or 5 years old by this point.
Bro, Goku came back to the tournament, so he had a whole 10-year-old kid, bro. Like what the? Like, yo, what?
Yeah, bro. Spend some time home, bro.
Goku is not a terrible father, bro. You are bugging.
Yeah, exactly, cuzzo. Exactly, bro.
How many times he saved his son's life, bro?
He's selfish. He did save his son's life a few times. He comes in when it's clutch, but are you here, bro? Hold on, bro. Are you here?
Goku knows his kids better than his kids.
Are you present in your child's life, bro? Let's get.
He's 7 years old when Goku meets him for the first time. He's 7 years old.
All right, and even after that, is he present? Is he present?
That's after he sacrificed himself again, bro. Goku sacrificed himself again. They said everybody from Cell blowing everybody up sky high. He sacrificed himself again, bro. And y'all all want to call him a bad father. And he was the only one who knew who could truly beat Skull. And he said, nah, Gohan got this. And everybody's like, yo, you crazy, Goku. Whoa. Right. Who beat Cell? Who beat Cell?
Hold on. Let's try to end it right now. Is he a better father?
That was a good Piccolo impression.
Is he a better father than Vegeta?
I think he's a better example of a father than Vegeta.
Is he a better father than Vegeta?
I think he's a better example of a father than Vegeta. Goku didn't massacre no stadium of people right in front of his kids, so I don't know.
Bro.
Is that a good father to you?
All right, but his son and his family also seen the worst in him, but also seeing him do his best to rectify and change all of that and actually change his character, bro. You can't tell me he's a better example.
You saying he puts his kids in danger, but you're acting like Vegeta won't put his kid in danger too to prove a point.
Hold on. Can you pull that back up first? I ain't see that.
Yeah, I think he stay putting his kid in danger. You're acting like Vegeta won't put his kid in danger either to prove his point.
Yeah.
Go fight somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Stay leaving and go training. He's not a present father, bro. So you can't tell me he's a better father.
No,
that's like, oh,
what are you saying?
I'm gonna give you an icon
right
to look
there,
up
and
to.
he's
Other than somebody that's there.
Right
for
there.
you.
Yeah.
Vegeta's right there in the capsule. He don't do shit for Trunks. He'd rather go train than do shit for Trunks, bro. What are you talking about? It used to have to be Boomer threatening him to like, yo, you ain't getting no box if you don't go treat my son right. And he'd be like, all right, let me go take this kid out. Yo, what are we talking about?
No box. Yo.
What are we talking about? Yo, he's right there in the capsule. At least Goku be dead, and he's in another planet or something. He's dead somewhere where he can't see his kids. But Vegeta's right there in the capsule, training at what 10,000 times gravity and shit. Not taking care of his kid. We ain't gonna do this. Y'all ain't gonna slander Goku in my face.
Nobody slandered him. You brought him into the conversation when he wasn't even present, bro.
Y'all trying to say he's a terrible father, bro. Nah.
We who? Nobody said that.
Oh yeah, you co-signed it though when he said it.
After you said it. After you said it.
I mean, you're part of it. Once you co-signed it, you're part of it. That's it.
That's after you try to slander my guy, bro. Nobody said that though in the beginning.
I mean, is that good? But y'all tell you, is that good father material to massacre a whole stadium? People right?
Bro, you came in like Drago, bro. You came in like Drago just now, bro. Nobody was looking for you because
I did come in like Drago, yo. I was like, yo, I came in like, if everybody dies, they must die, yo. That's it.
Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. Nobody asked me.
But I'm gonna go into my week.
That's why I love you, though, Red. That's why I fuck with you, though, bro.
I'm gonna go in my week, yo. So my week was it wasn't a good week.
I just had to let that be clear. You know what I'm saying? I just had to let that be known.
It was semi good week. It was, So what happened this week? This week, Monday was normal. Somewhere in the middle of the week, yo, my throat said, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna get swollen, and so I'm over here with a swollen throat, can't talk, can't eat. All I can do is drink tea and cold water and all that shit. So, and that's when we had we had the little meeting that we had to talk about. That's why I couldn't really say much. If I had talked long, I'll be next to I'll be gagging on the thing. It's not a pretty sign, yo. My mama freaking out, bro. She's like, "Oh my god, you all right?" I'm like, yo, I
can't. Was it allergies or you don't even?
Oh, it's I don't. It's sleeping, bro. So that shit can happen when you're sleeping with the snoring. Plus, if you have post-nasal drip, your throat could get swollen and shit like that. I have post-nasal drip and I snore, so. At all the perfect combinations, and plus if you have acid reflux like GERD,
perfect storm.
There's a perfect storm to get that shit, bro.
Yeah, because the acid just was sitting in your throat, and it would just cause like inflammation and shit. Yeah, it's just not cool.
Yeah, so GERD, the acid reflux, the postnasal drip, and plus snoring will equal to that shit, and you're gonna wake up with a swollen throat, and yeah, all you can do is just drink green tea, chamomile, and peppermint tea, all in one.
The ginger honey, man.
Huh?
The ginger honey tea. You gotta get that ginger.
Oh yeah, ginger too. You gotta make sure you got the ginger in there.
Yeah.
Another remedy for it is you could drink golden milk, which is like turmeric milk, where you boil milk, you put turmeric, black pepper, cinnamon, ginger. Honey.
That's some fucking Dr. Sabi shit right there, bro.
Bro, do you know, golden milk is really good, bro. It's the ingredients I'm telling you, it sounds wild. Because when I was reading, I say this shit sounds like it's gonna taste like shit. But then when you actually drink it, it does not taste bad, bro. It's like it tastes like a kind of like a spicy, like holiday type drink or some shit like that. I don't know how to like.
Yeah, I'm lactose intolerant, so that shit will fucking have me.
Well, you don't have to use milk. No, you can use whatever milk you drink.
Almond.
Yeah, you can use milk. You can use that milk. You just gotta heat it up and then add the ingredients.
Almond, some oats.
Yeah, so I was sitting there with that shit this week. Also, what happened? I had to help my I had a family emergency issue I had to deal with. I was on the phone most of this week talking with family. I'm not gonna put my business out there too much, but yeah, that was going on. So I didn't really get to watch nothing this week per se. Last week I wasn't here, but last week I saw Bad Boys for the Bad Boys Ride or Die. I saw If, the Imaginary Friend movie with Ryan Reynolds. That one was pretty good. I don't know why it didn't get as many people watching it as because when I went in, it was an empty theater. I was the only one in the theater watching that shit. I was like, oh, okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that is crazy. But it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Got a little predictable at the end because after a while I was able to predict what was going to happen. So I think maybe that's why people were not feeling it as much. They got predictable maybe, but other than that, I enjoyed it.
I think a lot of the time, I think it was more or less like the ad, like marketing was not that great.
Yeah. You don't even know what it's about really either from the marketing. You don't get like a gist of like, okay, what is this movie about? Even if it took me a while to figure out what the hell is this movie is about before, like, what's the main goal of the movie, and then like when you finally figure it out, cause I don't want to do spoilers here in case people want to go see it and shit, but like when you watch it and you realize, oh, that's what this shit is about, then it's like, okay, you see it, and then it's like it starts getting a little warm and bubbly, like you get the little warm bubbly feeling. Not enough to make you like get emotional, but you start feeling like nice and shit. Like, oh, okay. But yeah, Bad Boys Ride or Die was my movie for the week last week. I enjoyed that shit. I don't know if you guys saw it yet, but
yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That movie was that movie was A1, bro. I enjoyed that shit. I definitely wanted to go see it again this week, but there was no opportunity for me to do it. I was definitely gonna give it another watch.
Yeah, my plan is to go see it on Sunday again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that movie was really great. I don't know. These two brothers, the way they brought new life into Bad Boys is crazy, bro. Like, I don't know what happened to Teresa Randall, because apparently there's some like conspiracy going on about why Teresa Randall wasn't in new Bad Boys. Some people saying she got like some muscle disease or some shit like that. Some people saying
I heard she injured an ankle or a leg or something, and she couldn't move around, so that's why they was.
Yeah, some people saying she's broke or something. She's going homeless. There's some weird theories going around out there, but I don't know.
Yeah, even if she had like a broken leg, like she was not in it like that. Like they could have had her sitting on the couch or whatever. So I think it's something like a little more or less like maybe her health or some shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but yeah, my week was like pretty good, man. Other than being like having the swollen throat and shit, it was pretty good. Oh, I got a job with Bloomingdale's right now, so I started 25th. So this week.
Nice.
Congratulations.
I'm still out there searching for better, but it's a job for right now, so you know what I mean. But thank you guys, I appreciate the love.
Is it full time or is it part time?
It's full time.
Nice.
It's full time, yeah. So we'll see what it's like. I'm gonna have to be wearing suits every day now, bro. Cause you know those places gotta wear suits and shit. Gotta dress up.
Right. Is your schedule set, or is it like you find out when you get there?
I don't know what it is yet. I gotta go. Orientation the 25th.
It's probably not a set schedule. I mean, it's retail, so yeah.
I think I used to work for Macy's, and if they're like Macy's, I think it's gonna be they don't go crazy with the hours like Best Buy do. Like where Best Buy one day you're opening, one day you're closing. I think normally they give you a set schedule. Like they give you like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever it is. Like you know what you're gonna be working for that week or something like that. Like if you're working weekdays, you're gonna work weekdays or something like that. You work weekends, you're gonna work weekends all the time. They normally for the most part give you a set schedule, but we'll see.
That Bloomingdale's is downtown, right? I don't want to give out the address, but it's downtown, right?
Yeah, like Midtown area.
Yo, you just need to put on your schedule that you're unavailable Friday nights.
That's what I do on my job. I was like, yo, like at Friday nights it's
like,
you
can have me any other day, any other time, but Friday nights.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to them about it when I see them.
If it's a make or break, then I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. But it's fine. But I always try to throw my little terms out
it's
there.
One night, bro. It could never be a make or break for one night, bro. Like,
yeah.
Now,
It depends. It depends on the company.
It's like one of those places that you're like, you got to work weekends, and you're like, well, I want Saturday, Sunday, so they're gonna be like, nah, you can't, nah, you wild.
Oh man, shit. All right, cool, man. I'm happy you got something. I'm happy that you got, you landed back on your feet, bro. And yeah, keep searching and better things will happen.
Department of Labor's happy. They called me on yesterday. Asked me, "Hey, you found a job yet?" I'm like, yeah, I found it. Oh, good.
Cool.
Tell your ass. No, I didn't say that, but I'm pretty sure.
The recruiters?
No, Department of Labor, because they check up on you.
Okay.
You're still looking for jobs and shit.
Oh, okay.
You over there collecting benefits.
Like, can we stop? Can we stop now? Are you right. One less ticket I gotta go through?
Like, you find a job yet?
Like,
yeah, crazy, bro. So yeah, man. We're gonna get into some topics, man. But we don't want to announce anything just yet. But we got some special things happening next week. I don't want to, jinx anything. But we might have something cute next week. So look out for that, man. We got a lot of cool things happening down the pipe. Yeah, man. Pretty dope. If it happens, you guys are gonna be very, very surprised. Yo, I saw this pop up right when I was like, before I got into the show, we got backstage. I saw some shit pop up on my timeline. Bro, this world is weird. This world is getting weirder and weirder, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit? I thought it was like a parody. Nah, that spider shit is wild. Nah, that was crazy too. That was crazy. But this is like some LA shit. So, shout out to LA fan. Hold on, let me see. Oh shit. Did my shit just crash?
I mean, I still see you. Your background is gone though. Was that intentional?
Yeah, that's intentional. But as of right now, my screen is not working.
I mean, you're moving around on camp perfectly fine. So
yeah.
You're perfect. Like we see you perfectly fine. No break,
no nothing. Yeah, you're good.
Oh,
now you're gone.
This guy. So in other news, while he's gone, let's talk about some Yu-Gi-Oh shit. So this is my new deck. This is my new main card here. It's a revamp of one of Yugi's famous cards in Battle City tournament. They came out with a new version of it. I'm going to be taking it to a tournament in a couple weeks, a couple tournaments, and try it out.
I couldn't. I can see it, but I couldn't see what it was.
Chimera, the King of Phantom Beast. So the original version of this was called Chimera, the Flying Mythical Beast. It was Yugi's like one of main monsters during the Battle City tournament. Which has to be like one of the best arcs in the whole Yu-Gi-Oh series period. I could rewatch that over and over again. They came out with a whole bunch of support for that card, and they revamped the card. So they came out with like a new version of it, and I'm just like, okay, I'm going to be jumping in on some tournaments and trying that deck out. So
okay,
let's see how it goes.
That's the strongest card you got in your new deck.
No, that's not the strongest one, but that's the main one. That's like the key. Okay. That's like the key card to like make everything work. It kind of glues everything together. Right. Yeah. So
a linchpin.
Yeah.
My bad, guys.
Sorry, I had to go with some other shit while you were going.
No. I appreciate it for keeping it going, man. My shit was like, I guess because my computer updated, so I needed some like permissions to share shit, and I thought it was gonna be good. And the moment I press, approve, that's just like everything closed out. I'm like, oh shit. So yeah, I'm
quit and reopen.
Yeah, that's what it did to me. Like, so yeah, I'm gonna play a video. I don't think you guys. I mean, if you guys haven't seen it, great. Then it'll be a fresh reaction for you guys. Let me just take this overlay off because you know how overlays work with this. I actually reached out to StreamYard and asked them about fixing that problem, and they're gonna work on a fix. Let's see here. All right, here we go.
Neighborhood takes down street signs from the 90s that officials say discriminated against the LGBTQ plus community. The signs that read "No cruising" and prohibited U-turns were installed in Silver Lake. It was an area known to be a hotspot for gay men.
LA City Council members Hugo Soto Martinez and Nithya Raman were on hand today to help remove the signs. They say the "No cruising" and "No U-turn" signs were put up in the 1990s to prevent people in the gay community from meeting up with other gay people.
Cruising, of course, meant something very different. It meant an opportunity for the LGBT community to try to find human connection and intimacy.
These are kind of a relic of an era of the 90s when gay men would meet up here after hours.
I was also surprised that these U-turn signs were still up. And at first, they seem a little, okay, it's just a no U-turn sign. But when you learn the history of it and you realize that these were used to profile gay people, it's so important that we have these removed.
What? Really?
So I'm glad you guys haven't peeked. This is the first watch for all of you. Listen,
I'm like, wait, doesn't that just mean no U-turn? Like you can't make a U-turn?
I guess because we're from a different area. I guess it's New York. Like we see those signs a lot. I don't want to come off insensitive because I'm like, I don't know what they're going through, but that's just from me watching it from here. I'm like, that just looks like a regular U-turn. Like no U-turn.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. So I mean, so now, okay.
Oh, man.
So did they just eliminate two things doing that? Like they eliminated further stuff, and now you can make U-turns?
Yep.
U-turns permitted now, or is it going to be like one of those things like, hey, you got to know that no U-turns are permitted here, even though we took the sign down? Like, I don't know. I mean, good. I mean, good for them. I mean, if it's something that they felt like.
Yeah,
100%. That's 100% great. That's fantastic. But me, somebody I'm not familiar with the history or what they unfortunately go through. That was confusing for me because to me, I'm just, I'm not educated. It just looks like a regular U-turn sign to me.
So, because I was always told like sometimes U-turns are allowed, but they normally are considered like something like you breaking street rules.
Yeah.
So like that's how I see it. Like, all right, cool. Don't break any. Maybe there was accidents happening, but that shit. It's crazy when signs are like
have like hidden meanings and stuff. Like, hey, this is like
I'm sorry.
I mean, I guess that could kind of be like the equivalent, like what we had here. Where people will hang sneakers up on the telephone wires in some neighborhoods that meant something.
Right.
It's just like, yo, don't go over here. This is somebody's turf.
I thought it was like you leaving the block. So, I thought when you move out, you throw.
There was that, but there was other neighborhoods that would use it as like a territorial sign.
When people died.
Yeah, they would do it for people dying. They would do it as a territorial thing, and then they also did it when people would leave the block. They would toss up their kicks. So there was like three underlining meanings for it. Maybe there's more. I don't know, but those are the ones I grew up learning about. Because my mom. If you guys knew my mom, she's pretty thug. So she used to tell us all. We used to be like, oh, we live in the ghetto. She was like, no, you want to know the ghetto? She would drag us out, get us dressed. She'd take us to where she grew up, and she'd be like, this is the ghetto, and I'm like, shoot.
Man, listen, I don't know, man. This shit is weird times, guys.
Like Marv just said, that's how I looked at it. Like it's like I'm laughing, and I'm like, there has to be some underlying meaning to this because that whole reasoning just I if that's a story, I'm not trying to like downplay anything, but to me as a layman, that sounds ridiculous, and it really sounds like a situation where like I mean I'm in Brooklyn, so for anybody that's in Brooklyn, it's like them finding a reason to try to shut down Pennsylvania. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like that's the whole stroll out here. And the galaxy in. For everybody that knows that, it's like that's like the city or just trying to find a reason to shut something down. That's how I'm looking at this right now, because I don't understand. It's a U-turn sign. Are we really doing this for that? Like no U-turn? And we all looked at it the same way, so that's like what it is. So
yeah,
that's weird to me, bro. But
I mean, because I guess because we coming from all four of us is living in the city, so we just
right.
You know what I mean? Like we need probably a little more context with that.
Yeah, we might be outside of that bubble.
Yeah, we definitely outside of that bubble. So like we're not trying to minimize the shit. It's just when I saw it, I'm like, let me just share this shit. And yeah, we all pretty much felt the same way. The fucking the congestion pricing, they stopped that shit. And we
Yo, they said.
Yeah, I was surprised, but Kathy Hochul did that shit only to get reelected.
I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. I was like, that shit's not gonna fly. If that shit goes live, it's not gonna stay. It's not gonna last long. I was like, they're gonna take that shit down because eventually, there are gonna be people out there that are gonna vandalize that shit. They're gonna go into those. You don't even have to break the cameras. Just open up the box, rip the wires out. Everybody drive through for free. You know what I'm saying? Like it was gonna happen.
Yeah,
people were already finding ways to get around that. There was one guy, he posted up a video. I don't know if you guys saw the video, but he would get off an exit right before he would go through one of the parking lots, and a parking lot had two entrances. So he would go in through one side, get out the other side, and totally dodge the camera. So he was like, "This is how you're gonna get around it." Other people were already like ordering those things on Amazon to flip your plates. Like there was a news reporter that were doing a thing on it, and you could see people with the bulky like plate frame that flips it. So there were people already fucking.
They got the blackout plates too.
Yeah, they were doing that shit too. Like people were just already, getting ready to dodge that shit, not paying that shit. It's gonna happen.
I don't know why you would go online though. If I found, I'm gonna be honest, if that was me and I found that back alleyway, I'm not going live with that. That's my own personal route, bro.
That's what I said. That's what I said. I was like, why would you do that?
What? No, bro, I'm free and clear every day. all day, every day.
That shit's crazy because that shows like what, like $8, $8 or $12 every time for the day. It's $15 for a regular car.
15, yeah, 15 for a regular car.
That's crazy.
There was gonna be alternating prices, but 15 was the average price.
It is wild that you have to spend money to go into borough. Like I have to spend money to go to Queens.
That
is wild.
But meanwhile, Queens, Brooklyn, and Manhattan don't have to spend money to get to each other. They have quick, easy local routes. But if you're in the Bronx, you got to pay basically to go anywhere in a good amount of time, which sucks. They're like, we don't like you in the Bronx.
Yeah, now that shit is crazy, man. But they stopped it. It was funny. There was some kind of protest against her ruling. Like we should add this because we need to save the environment. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Like, shut the fuck up, guys. Like that shit is wild. Like that shit is an extra cost just to go down. Just imagine for the independent contractors that deliver at Amazon, right? Where they use their own vehicles and they have to deliver to these areas. They have to spend that shit every day to deliver your mail, bro. Hell no. Hell fucking no. Like that shit is crazy. Even for like, DoorDashers or any kind of like Uber, you have to pay a surcharge. It just adds another like hurdle to people that's already struggling. People are
not tipping. People not tipping on top of that as well. They think, oh, that's your job. So I'm not tipping. So I'm not doing that.
People are mad that they have to spend $2.90 for the MTA. And that's the MTA. And you're talking
about my day, it was $1.50.
Bro, it's wild.
It's
wild. We live in weird times, bro. Like New York is so like anti-driving. It's crazy.
Yeah, because
they want everybody to be on a city bike.
Yeah, they're trying to get everybody.
I mean, they little by little. I mean, they've been eliminating parking spots downtown over the past years. They're turning them into city bike lots. They're turning them into wider walkways for people in the city. Blocking them with gigantic stones. You know, so
$20. You must have got you must have got that little ticket sent to your mail. You didn't pay that shit quick enough.
Yep. Uh-huh.
That $5 toll turned into $1,000, bro. It's just crazy.
Exactly. Real quick. They get
it's like, hey, if you don't pay in 30 days, yo, this is gonna be $1,000, bro. What the fuck?
Yep.
Yo, the city.
I set my Easy Pass up. Like I was just like, you know what, pay as I go, type deal. This shit's been like the best thing. I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, Easy Pass is the move. Plus, it's like cheaper.
Yeah. It's cheaper, yeah. Yo, funny story about that. So I realized that I was overpaying every time I was going. Oh, because I go to the car shops in Queens. So the bridge is right there. It's like a 20-minute drive, right? So I'm like, all right, up for Easy Pass is $7. I was like, okay, I don't go often, so $7 no big deal. It gets me there in 20 minutes instead of an hour and a half drive going through Manhattan. So I was like, bet. So I was going through. I'm thinking I've been paying $7 this whole time because I'm thinking that with the cameras, it reads your plate. It recognizes that, hey, this plate is part of an Easy Pass account. It charges you the Easy Pass price. I was wrong. They were charging me. They weren't charging me the full price, but they weren't charging me the Easy Pass price either. It was like a limbo in between. So I was like, what the? I was getting charged $10. I was like, what the heck? So one day, I take my Easy Pass tag and I put it in the window one day, and I'm like, let me try it with the Easy Pass tag out. I go through $7. I'm like, so I need to have the tag out, even if I have an account, and these things are taking pictures of my plate to verify if I have an account. I was like, okay. I don't know how long I've been paying $10 for that bridge, bro. I really don't. I wasted so much money.
I'm just surprised that you just didn't think about that. Like,
I did it.
There's a reason why you have a module that connects to your window and shit. Like, the fuck?
No, because you used to have that in there before the cameras were set up. Because it was like like on the GW, they had the little scanners that say go, Easy Pass go.
But it's the RF. It's RF.
Yeah,
it's not now they have cameras now because they have to take a picture of your plate just in case you don't have them. But before that, the technology was that little device communicated with the bridge.
Yeah, but the thing is that also like when I didn't have my RF reader out, when I didn't have the tag out, it was still billed to my Easy Pass account. So I'm thinking in my head, oh, there's my Easy Pass. There's, it's giving me my thing. I'm not looking at it. I'm just seeing a charge on Easy Pass, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm getting charged the Easy Pass price. So it wasn't the Easy Pass price. So don't be dumb like me. Don't be me. You keep your tag out.
Yeah, I keep my shit right on the top, like all the way. I mount it all the way to the top so I don't see it. Because I don't want to see the little box.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, so we're gonna get into some topics here, guys. We had a Castor stream that happened last week, which I tuned in to a lot of it. Like not the whole 12 hours, but I would say like 3-4 hours, and I was just entertained the whole entire time, bro. So it was like a Castor, Kevin Hart, Drewski stream. And they streamed for 12 hours. It was like a sleepover situation. And yo, bro, the shit had me in tears, bro. Cause they just dumb, bro. They just do some dumb shit. Drewski drank like 10 fucking energy drinks, and my man had the fucking bubble guts. Yeah, it was just so much shit happened. It was chaotic. He broke Ninja's concurrent viewer stream. He had 712,000 people on stream.
That's fucking crazy.
And he had a subathon as well with that 12 hours. And I believe his subatron having a stroke here, reached I think 2,100 subs for the night.
That's how many new ones
added new ones, yeah. So I'm like, bro, this dude made quite a coin.
Yeah, it's a nice little bit of change.
It's a little bit of change, man. So that was crazy because I didn't think, because I know Ninja had a crazy stream as well, but this is when he had like I think he had Drake, he had Travis Scott, but they were not like in his crib. They was like playing games online. You just heard his voice. This guy has like, he had talent in his crib, like doing some IRL shit, which I thought was dope. Man.
I seen them toss the bucket of water on Kevin Hart when he fell asleep though for the night.
Yo, there was a part where Drewski wanted to like because they wanted to put a porta potty in his room. They ended up putting a porta potty, and Drewski was like, "Yo, my stomach's fucked up. My stomach's fucked up." He goes in the bathroom, comes back out. The shit is smoking. My man lit firecrackers inside the porta potty, inside the kid's room. And Kevin's like, "What the fuck is happening?" It's just starts popping. Kevin just fucking jumps on the floor. It shit had me. This shit is dumb. This shit is just dumb humor, and I didn't think I needed it. But there's also a discourse that's happening online as well, saying that Ninja was kind of salty about the situation, saying, "Hey, he broke my stream, but he didn't really break. He didn't really break a record. He just broke my record." But I think people kind of took that shit out of context because he's on his stream and he's talking to chat. So he's talking to chat. So when you watch it as a on demand, it just looks like he's just talking to the camera, like, yeah, like he didn't really break my stream. He didn't really break my stream. Like he's just talking. I guess he's answering questions. Like I guess the trolls out there and they're saying, "Hey, he broke your stream. Like you ain't like you're not peak anymore." So I could imagine how his chat was going. Like like he's always giving Castor his flowers. So that was pretty cool to see. I'm looking forward to more streams of those because I didn't think I needed that shit. That shit is funny because it's like nighttime streams. I'm like, I don't really like, I'm not really watching TV like that. So I'll have that in the background. That shit just has me in tears. So I know this is something we always talk about, and I feel like we talk about this shit every other stream. And this is about Blade again. So Blade loses the director. Do I have a womp womp here? At this point in time, this movie is like it's looking like The Flash, it's looking like The Crow, it's looking like these kind of movies that just like they're having a tough time getting it right. And I don't know, man. I'm so surprised that Mahershala Ali has not dropped from this project. So the director leaves. Supposedly the director had left a couple of months ago, and they haven't made it public. They made not a couple of months ago, I think in March, and they just didn't make it. They didn't announce it. So I think that Marvel was kind of like doing, just looking for new directors within that time. And and we heard like Jordan Peele having conversations, and we just thought that Blade was already spoken for. So we just thought Midnight Suns, X-Men, all that kind of shit he could be going. So now I'm in my head, I'm like, maybe this was a backdoor to get Jordan Peele to do Blade. You know what I mean? And let Blade handle Blade and handle Midnight Suns and let that dark universe be his thing, right? So I don't know. I'm hoping that we get something. I did hear online that talks kind of like went through and nothing ever kind of like materialized, which I hope that that's bullshit. I hope that they are in talks and hopefully we can get like some kind of Jordan Peele shit.
I still think that didn't materialize stuff with what they're talking about with X-Men.
I hope so too.
I think that would be perfect for, like we talked about last week. Like it's perfect for him to take over that because that's the intro to Midnight Suns. Like you said, he can have that whole universe. So
yeah, and I think he can. I think he can handle that shit.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
Within the same story, Mahershala Ali's attorney actually speaks out on this situation. And in the quote, he goes, "That deal was in 2019, and they still haven't shot it, which is pretty much the craziest thing I ever seen in my professional career."
I mean, they're not wrong, or they're not wrong.
So if his attorneys are talking about it, that means Mahershala Ali's talking to his attorneys about it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's probably like either trying to find a way to get himself out of it. Maybe how can I sever myself? Like I would need lawyers at this point because I think his film company is attached to it. He's producing it. So like there's a lot of like connective tissue to like this project. And so for him to leave, there's a lot of like baggage that goes along with it because even if he leaves and this production is still connected, that means he still needs credit. So regardless of who plays Blade after him, you're gonna end up seeing Mahershala Ali's name somewhere in the credits.
Mm-hmm. So I don't understand what the problem is. It's simple ass premise.
Yeah, trust me.
But then we hear things like, oh yeah, well, it's not high up on the list as a priority for Kevin Feige. I think Dan Snyder said that. So it's like, if people are saying this right now, and I kind of get it in a way, right? It's like, yeah, as far as we need to rectify this whole multiversal shit and get this shit on track and get ourselves back, as far as everything that they referred to earlier this year, as far as a recourse for everything that needs to be going on right now. I kind of understand that in a way, how it's like it's not important as far as we need to get this Avengers and Secret Wars plot back on track. I get it in that aspect, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, I put up the meme earlier. It's like, this shit, again, how many, 4 or 5 years ago we've been waiting for this?
2019. Yeah.
And this is really like Daywalker, Vampire Hunter. Fight vampires. What the fuck is so hard? Why can't you get this done? So it's either you trying to connect this, and because the overall arcing story is still continuing to change and you don't know how to integrate it, or again, we've seen with so many of these movies, a la like Godzilla -1, just give this shit like a $50 to $80 million budget and let them do what they got to do. Like, just make it an isolated story. You worry how to connect it later. Why is this so hard to do? I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I agree
without going the racial route of every time we got a black character, y'all don't know what to do with it, or y'all fumble it back. I'm not trying to do that, but
I think
we have too many examples right now of like what's going on right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that what I think, right, and I could be totally wrong, and you just kind of like touched on it earlier. Pause. They probably having an issue or haven't cracked the way to explain, you know, how's Blade has been in this universe, right? Like, how can you explain there's a vampire hunter and there's vampires in an area where there was no record of vampires and shit? Unless Deadpool and Wolverine is going to solve that issue, right? And but if that's the case, then they should have notes with these different directors and writers. Like, hey, listen, this is how we're going to bring the Blade universe and the X-Men universe into the fold. Then they should know this already. They should be having communications. So
Exactly.
I don't want to say,
like you said, with Deadpool, we probably fine-tuned everything what just happened recently, right? So we've been had a story, we've been knew what we were doing. So again, what's the problem if you have those notes already? Right?
Yeah, I don't know. There has to, you know, there's something, right? There's something. But what I read online, and I think Jeff Snyder did mention this on a hot mic yesterday, that the director was like, did get hard to work with. He was being
that's like a typical,
yeah,
like that's like par for the course.
You know, you kind of said it right there though. Like, you're trying to figure out like how they're gonna explain that, you know, that there's vampires in his universe. You got Blade over here. And Blade just comes out and says, you know, hey, we never knew vampires existed in this universe. You're welcome.
And
he's been doing his job. You're welcome. Like,
right. And on top of that, like the original story was supposed to be like we was talking about. We could have did some back in the day, Jack the Ripper story with that shit, origin story, and then modern day, he's telling the story to his daughter or somebody, like without her being the main character. Like, we could have did this.
Or you could have just removed the whole Blade daughter situation, right? Have him fight vampires. Have him fight Jack. What do you call it? The Jack the Ripper, right? And Jack the Ripper is actually Dracula.
Right.
And something happens in the movie where it's almost like a Captain America effect, where he's in a stasis, wakes up in the future, right? Like, oh shit, like vampires been running rampant for the last 50 years and shit, like. You know what I mean?
Do like they ended it with the Damn, I forgot that movie. Did y'all see the vampire movie that just came out not too long ago? I forgot the name of it, but it was with the dude that played Dr. Dre in Straight Outta Compton, and there was a lot of other people in it. But the way they ended that, if y'all seen that movie, they ended that where they thought they killed him, and then at the end of the day, this dude is in London, whatever, a few months or years later, whatever, and then sees the dude in the bar, and it's on some temptation, like, yeah, you ain't get me, and like kind of messing with his head type shit, and then disappears. Like, okay, this dude's still alive. They could have did something like that, and like in skip forward modern day, he thought he killed him back then, and see modern day he's still alive. You don't have to explain nothing about vampires. It's an insular encapsulated story, and you worry about how to connect it later. That's why I'm saying there has to be an agenda or something they trying to do, because I don't understand why this simple ass fucking complex, non-complex story hasn't been made yet. I don't get it, bro.
A little bit of it. If Mahershala Ali is like a producer, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna want to make sure that this project is gonna be like A1,
a hit, right?
So if it's something he don't want, Marvel's gonna be like, yo, like if I don't like, because I did read online that he was having issues with the director as well, and that's why a lot of stuff got pushed out, because Mahershala was like, I'm not working with him, and they're gonna give him what he wants. Dude has an Oscar, dude. Like, like you're gonna give those actors whatever they want, like Brie Larson and all that kind of shit. Like, you gave her what she wanted. You know what I mean? You got some like.
Yeah, that's what's weird though, because if it was him, why couldn't they just let him pick whatever writer he wanted, let them come in and do what they wanted to do? It seems more like a studio thing at this point, bro. Don't you think?
Man, the way that Marvel be tossing out these projects, bro, like I don't think so. Like, a lot of this shit got fucking canceled and pushed back way before the whole Bob Iger restructuring. They could have released some real bullshit a couple of years ago. That was before, like, now. So now, like, things are kind of like being kind of tightened up. There's less projects happening. So now it's even.
So that's what I'm saying. It's a studio thing. They're trying to
But I think that initially it was probably Mahershala's team, right? That kind of prolonged it up until this point. Now like fucking it's like the Goodfellas. Like now you can't leave. Like whatever. Like now we even more of a delay, because we not releasing bullshit.
We're not ready yet, right?
You're not ready yet.
And especially and I'm gonna say I gotta say it out loud, if because we don't know for a fact, but if the storyline was what it was supposed to be, I'm not mad at them for holding out and being like, no, we're not doing this shit. That was some BS, bro. Like, you sidelining the main character that everybody's coming to see to do something for, like, yeah. I'm not mad if that's what the situation was, bro.
Yeah, so I guess, I'm sure there's gonna be new news. So if anything else happens, we'll talk about it next week. I'm sure there's gonna be more information about that. So House of the Dragons got confirmed for season 3 before season 2 premiere, which is dope. You know what I mean? So season 3 has been confirmed and filming starts this year. So it's a 2025 release. So that's great. We don't have to wait too long. We don't have to wait 3 years like we did. We waited 2 years, right? It was 2 years. It was 2 years, right? It was 2020. Because I remember when it finished, it was like, damn, we gotta wait 2 years for this shit. Yeah, I think it was 2 years. I think it's been that long. Or if not, I mean, if anybody want to fact check us, but I think it was 2 years. So we don't have to wait too long for season 3. I'm excited about that. At the same time, there's another project that's been happening behind the scenes.
2022.
2022?
August 21st, 2022.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah. That's so August will make 2 years. So there's another project that was happening behind the scenes. It was another. It's another Game of Thrones spinoff. It's called Knights of the Seven Kingdoms, and that began filming earlier this year, and that's coming out 2025 as well. I don't know the synopsis about that. I I don't know the material on that, but dude, anything that's like Game of Thrones related.
Better be about the Battle of the Trident. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. I need to look it up too because I don't want to get hyped. Right.
I need to see that in live action. Battle of the Trident, Robert's Rebellion, all that.
I was about to say I need to see Robert's Rebellion. That's really what I'm trying to hold out for, bro.
Battle of the Trident, Robert's Rebellion, same thing.
I need to see that. Oh, okay.
So the Knights of the Seven Kingdoms. This is based on the book called The Hedge Knight. So I don't know.
It's not that. Yeah, it's not that one. So, if I'm not mixing up, I think it's the one that it's supposed to be like their version of like the Joker is like a knight that goes around killing people or some shit like that, and like only one like knight was able to kill them or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, because there's so much lore in Game of Thrones.
It says the HBO prequel series will follow the adventures of a courageous knight 100 years before Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm thinking. It's probably that knight that I'm thinking about. That evil knight that's going around.
I would love to see the Robert's Rebellion, but I also would love to see like Aegon's Conquest, bro.
Yeah, that was the. I thought they were doing that already.
Just imagine.
I would like to see it too, but I mean, how long is that going to be? It's like it wasn't even a battle. They showed the dragons and niggas gave up. They were like, "Nah, it's over."
But you can start it before the fall of Valeria though, and the fall of Valeria could be like 3-4 seasons in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They could start with the sister, like getting the visions and all that shit. Like they could stretch that.
Damn, bro. I definitely I would love to see that shit. Aegon. Just imagine Aegon with the like if it was like Henry Cavill or some shit playing Aegon or some shit.
I mean, that's what they said. They was. I mean, we knew that was bullshit, but they was talking about him and Elizabeth Olsen and all that as one of the sisters. And
there's two people that use Henry Cavill for. They use Henry Cavill for Aegon, and they use Henry Cavill for young Robert.
Oh, I never saw that.
Never seen them when they post him as young Robert and
Nah. Yeah, I saw all the Aegon joints, and I would be down for that. But yeah, I didn't hear about that. That's a wild change from Cavill to my man, and that's my guy too. But
I remember young Robert was a beast, bro. He wasn't fat.
Nah, he was though.
But it wasn't that long ago. Like Robert's Rebellion was like maybe like I would say less than 10 years. Before the Game of Thrones.
Even 20, it's like I can't see him going from Cavill to Homeboy.
They're gonna pull a fucking acolyte man and make him like mad old and shit. Put a receding hairline and shit, neck beard.
Now Robert Rebellion had to be at least 17 years ago, and then when Game of Thrones is going on, I think, because Jon Snow is a product of the Robert's Rebellion thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I think it's less than 20 years though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's definitely less than 20 though, because and I think in the book Jon Snow's like 17, if I'm not mistaken, or 18.
I think so.
Yeah. Or they could just get a dude that looks like him and make him like it could be just like a skinnier version.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I know he got fat. I know he got fat after the fact.
Yeah.
But I mean, it just goes to show a lot can happen in 17 years. Well,
I would even go with Homeboy from I mean, this shit is throwing me off with this series, but the main dude from Umbrella Academy. I could go with him as a young Robert. He is kind of big though, but
who you talking
about? The main dude, the gorilla dude from Umbrella.
Oh, the blonde-headed dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot his name. Robert, yeah, I guess so.
I gotta see how much the height difference is, but besides that, I can see him like as a young, because he's like he has that unassuming thing about him in a way.
Hopper.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can see that kid that was in that was in Bad Boys 4.
Yeah, him too. Yeah.
Hair kid. Because he was in Vikings, so he could definitely. He's definitely not no stranger to the sword and armor kind of world. sword, armor, and horses.
Yeah, Mark Addy was the guy who played Baratheon, Robert Baratheon. I mean,
they played old original Robert.
Yeah, I mean, they could definitely they could find somebody. I mean, I wouldn't mind that because then you feel a little closer to the original series versus like 100 years. Like, oh, this is the great grandparent of the people that we connected to. Now this is like, oh, this is not that far. We'll be able to but then I'm thinking in the original Game of Thrones, did they show Robert Baratheon as a younger person, or they just didn't show him?
No,
I know they showed Ned.
Yeah, they only showed Ned. I think.
Only showed Ned, right?
And the other dude, yeah.
Yeah, it showed Ned when he beat Sartha Dane in that fight.
Yeah. They only showed them two, yeah, bro.
So it could be right up into that point. You know what I mean? That'd be nice to see, man. I'd like to see that. But I think what they want to do, because I think they want to do like some like grandiose shit, like some crazy shit
over the top.
They definitely, if they're gonna do it, they definitely gonna save it as like the last spin-off prequel, Battle of the Trident, because like literally the event that happens before Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I can see that.
They're all in like after that, they're all in relative like peace until the Game of Thrones stuff happened.
Yeah. And you kind of would know what's happening. Like you saw it because the show already kind of like spoiled that big moment. So you see you go into that shit knowing that this guy really didn't fucking kidnap her and shit. They loved each other.
You can still tell a whole bunch of stories about how probably Robert got coerced into pulling the rebellion.
Yeah.
Listen, bro.
Somebody else was probably trying to seize power by using their love affair against them, and there's a lot of stuff.
And they could have it where it's through his lens. You know what I mean? Through his.
One thing history tells us is that it don't matter if she was kidnapped or she went on her own will. A war is coming after you take a beautiful woman, bro.
Yeah, because regardless,
war is coming after you take a beautiful woman, bro. That's it, yo.
Agamemnon. I was just about to say that, bro. Like whether it's your personal beef or whether you see that as a way to further your plans, bro. Either way, something's gonna pop off.
Word.
Back then, all it took was a reason for shit to pop.
Exactly.
Off,
I just need a reason. Yeah, give me a reason, bro.
Things were so fragile back in those days, bro. Like you just do one little slip up and that's it.
I just watched Troy not too long ago, bro. My man,
Troy's such a good story, bro.
I forgot his real name, but the dude that plays Agamemnon, bro, the dude that plays Stryker from X2, bro.
Oh, Brian Cox.
Brian Cox, there you go. Yeah, great actor, bro. This dude will get you pissed off immediately.
Yo, he knows how to do it, yo. He talks that slick shit,
bro.
And then he smiles in your face after he talks that slick shit, bro. You know how many times I was telling Achilles, you can't take that shit, bro. Come on, bro. Like, ain't no way, man.
Was he the dude in Succession too? The father?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta watch that. Bro. Man. Yeah, that dude. Shout out
Brian
to
Cox
Brian
is a good
Cox,
actor, man.
Yeah, shout out to Brian Cox. I've loved that dude for a long time.
Yeah.
Wolverine, like, you gonna kill me? He's like, don't kill him.
Succession. Brian Cox is like Brian Cox living his like he's method acting himself. He's like extra Brian Cox in that shit.
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
A lot of screaming, a lot of
shit.
shit.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
What would you rate it?
The season as a whole?
Yeah, all together because it's done, right?
Yeah, 5 out of 5.
Oh shit! All right, yeah. I mean,
that's some smart TV right there, bro. Writing is impeccable.
I've been hearing that for so long, but so much stuff we do. Like,
yeah, there's a lot of layers. There's a lot of hurt. There's a lot of
78 years old. That guy is, man.
Yeah, man. He's from Britain though, right? Is he?
He definitely has an accent.
I was gonna call him a national treasure, but I don't think he belongs.
From the United Kingdom, yeah, Dundee.
Yeah, I knew it, but yeah, Shout out to Brian.
He's up there. He's a national treasure, bro.
Yeah,
he's up there. Yeah. I mean, so listen, whatever this Game of Thrones, man, I know there's HBO's gonna want to utilize all their shit, all their IP. So I'm sure there's somebody writing some shit, and
as we speak. Yep.
And hopefully we get it. Next in line right now, this is crazy. But I think I kind of felt this was. I didn't think it was gonna be like this, but so Deadpool and Wolverine is tracking $200 to $239 million opening weekend, and this is coming from like pre-sale tickets. So this is not like a far off number. So it's definitely gonna be making like over 100. But I didn't think it was gonna be 239, bro. That is crazy. And if that's the case, bro, it just comes to show you like.
Listen, I said it on stream a while ago when before the
trailer. Is that based on pre-sale tickets?
$1.5 billion.
Pre-sale tickets, yeah.
I'm going $1.5 billion, so this is trending in my direction.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm happy.
It's definitely $1 billion movie. And if not,
I'm saying $1.5 billion. I wanted to overreach, bro. Like this is gonna be crazy.
Because this market, because they're not. And it sucks, right? Because you got movies that have like some kind of messaging and all that kind of shit, like over sexualizing people or bisexual stuff. A lot of markets won't take these movies in; they'll ban it. So this is something that they can mass market this shit to everywhere. I think this is gonna be on every single market. I don't think any nation is looking to ban this movie. So this is gonna make the maximum amount of money.
China is always the hardest, but
China is hard as long as
that's what we got black people in the film. You're good if you got no black people.
Yeah, you can put a black person in the movie, just don't put them on the poster.
Yeah, they're not the lead. That's not the biggest face on the poster.
Yeah,
right?
That's why they had to put Black Panther's mask on the face when they doing the Black Panther.
Oh, that shit pisses me off so much.
And the Star Wars, they had to make Finn small. They put Finn all the way in the back, like.
And I think that's why they changed the story too. But we ain't going to go.
So, this movie's gonna make is gonna maximize all their number. They're gonna make as much as they want. You're gonna have people that's gonna go in, more than once. Because the movie's not crazy long, so it's palatable. You can go and see that shit multiple times versus if something's 3 hours, 3 hours, you're like, all right, cool. I watch it once. 2 hours, you can come back and do that a couple of times. So hopefully, I would like to see this shit like multiple times if I can. So yeah, that's gonna be dope, man. Finally, hopefully, if it happens, that'd be great. It comes to show you that as long as the project is good and people want to go see it, they go see it
and market it to the people that it's meant for.
Exactly,
because this Deadpool is the epitome of that. So follow that. Everybody else, without going left to our final topic.
That's gonna be crazy, man. So we spoke about this a couple of episodes ago. Regarding Sherlock Holmes 3, and so the movie's in deep development, but without Robert Downey Jr. And I don't know how I feel about that. And I hope I would say yes, because I don't think because if Robert's not coming back, Jude is not going to want to come back. And if you bring Jude back and then replace Robert, you might as well just reboot the whole entire thing. The only thing that's kind of saving is that Guy Ritchie is still involved, but Robert Downey Jr. was like the perfect Sherlock Holmes.
That doesn't make me want to go to the theater though, which is what's going to be the outcome.
Yeah, that's going to be like
we'll watch it on
that's going to be a way to exactly wait.
We'll wait for streaming because of Guy Ritchie, but we're not going out to the theater without RDJ. So like that's crazy, bro. Wow.
Yeah, I don't see, and I hope that the reports are just maybe the bullshit. Maybe we just don't know, but I guess until like production starts, we'll know whether or not Robert
is that something that's out there, or did it come from
this came I believe this I think this was I don't want to just throw someone's name out there, but it was one of the three of My Time to Shine. There's another guy fuck. I just don't want to say the wrong person.
Oh,
no, not RPK. If I could pull it up.
Snyder.
No, I don't know.
You know what? I ain't even gonna press. I'm not even. Yeah. I'm not even gonna press you.
I just don't want to throw names out there because I don't want to give the wrong person credit or whatever. But
that still gives us faith that he'll come back. Though.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's bullshit.
It's not locked in.
And he's back because I think that. I mean, work is pretty slow. And, and he's already been talking about coming back to Marvel. He said it. He's like, "Yo, I'm open to coming back." So I'm like, "All right, cool." Before at one point it was like, "Nah, close chapter." I'm done.
He said as long as the story.
I don't think Marvel gonna pay the bucks to get him back.
Nah, he's gonna get a cut. It's gonna be
It's not gonna be like those cuts like before though.
Yeah.
Like these movies ain't making as much money. But if it's Robert Downey Jr.
We'll give you some back end points, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, because based on the movie, the money he was getting, bro, like he was getting like some crazy amount of money, bro.
Yeah, he was the highest paid actor out of all of them for the Marvels movies.
Yeah, like he was getting like 60 million or some shit like that. And I'm like, yo, he was just ridiculous. With like 10 minutes of screen time and everything else was just the CGI. I'm like, yo, bro, that.
The top 3 paid was him, Evans, and Johansson. Yeah. I think the lowest paid was Thor.
Nah, Sam Wilson. Definitely.
Nah, but
Sam Wilson started as a side character.
The main ones. I mean, Hawkeye was probably the last one too. Like, I mean, well.
But we're talking about like
Ruffalo probably got bought in. Maybe.
Like I'm talking like marquee like actors like Chris Evans, even though like he's a household name now, but before he wasn't.
Right. None of them really were, honestly, and that's the formula they went away from. It's like
Robert was big. He was
Robert Downey Jr. was before Iron Man.
Yeah. But he came. Yeah, I forget. Like he wasn't doing shit before Iron Man.
Yeah, because he had the drug issues.
That's what I'm saying. So they took a chance on him at that time. Like he wasn't.
He didn't make that crazy amount of money. The first movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right. Yeah.
His base pay for Endgame, for just Endgame, was 75 million.
Yeah.
That is Godzilla -1's budget.
I think it was more than that, wasn't it?
-1 was like 90 million, bro.
Oh, okay.
Was 90 million, dude. That shit is. He
got paid a lot of movie budgets.
Robert Downey Jr. made $435 million in his Marvel career.
Yeah, I mean,
that is.
Are you saying this? He's unworthy of that.
They had to kill that nigga in the game.
Yeah, they had to
kill him, bro. They're like, nah, bro.
Yeah, it's too much. It's done, and I get it.
I mean, he definitely helped those. He boosted those numbers. Like people wanted to go see Robert Downey because I don't think that Homecoming would have made that much money if Robert Downey Jr. was not in that movie. But they was Iron Man.
I mean, Red, what do you think? You're the big Spider-Man fan. What do you think?
Homecoming had made as much money without RDJ.
Just off the strength of it being, I'm not even gonna say Tom Holland. Just off the strength of it being another Spider-Man movie in the MCU. You think it would have done as good?
I think on its own it would have made the money, but I'm not gonna say RDJ didn't help it like make the money because I mean, he was very popular, so it did really help. Like. And Homecoming, I think Homecoming alone story wasn't strong enough for it to get a big budget. Like,
yeah,
because the story was kind of weak. It was weak sauce. If it didn't have Iron Man in it, like a lot of people wouldn't have been interested in Homecoming. The other two movies, however, it had a better story, so it would have made money without Iron Man in it. But Homecoming, I think it needed Iron Man in it for it to like.
And he was kind of like the de facto Uncle Ben too, like
and he was all over the marketing too, all over the marketing. You would think that he was in this movie much longer.
Yeah, right, exactly. That's why I asked that question.
Even though I think Far From Home would have made a lot of money, right? But just not. I think that little boost helped it. Cause I didn't hate that movie.
Nah,
I also didn't love it.
Far From Home has to be one of the best Spider-Man movies.
Far From Home or No Way Home?
Both.
All right.
Bro, those movies, look, you can't tell me there's no better movie that had Mysterio, bro. That the Mysterio shit in that movie was crazy.
Yeah,
the graphics they did to like mess when you playing the mind games with him, bro. Like,
especially when you update it with who that character is, and that's another thing. You implement the actual comic book character into modern day because that's who Mysterio is. It's like, yeah, I'm a stage actor, and I get people with tricks and stage and Hollywood trickery and shit. So
and they just fucking double down on that shit. They fucking crazy
with CGI and all this extra shit. Like, nah, that was dope, bro.
And then
I ain't gonna lie.
And then they brought in like the elements of like other characters that work for Tony Stark. Like they're all like all these people that were in the
that got a vendetta,
first one.
Right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nah, that shit was dope.
Yeah, it was definitely dope. I mean, Homecoming, if it's on, I'll watch it. It's cool because it's cute, right? It's like he's really young.
Yeah.
Or like Far From Home, No Way
That's
Home.
Basic Spider-Man. That's the cute basic Spider-Man. Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold. I'm tired of like. I don't want another teenage Spider-Man, bro. If they ever reboot Spider-Man, I'm tired of teenager Peter Parker. Give me a Spider-Man that he's more style. I want adult issue Spider-Man, bro. I want like a person who's struggling to pay the rent, and then got to deal with MJ who's pregnant and some shit like that. Got a baby on the way. I want some real world issue Spider-Man, yo.
That's that X-Men 97 effect where you growing with us now. Like, yeah, we done seen all that shit now. Like, we all old. Let me see some old problems.
Yo, like I want to see like where we can get into the real story, like the Peter Parker organization, like his company, when he has his company now, and like he works with the Fantastic Four and all that. Give me some adult Spider-Man stories now. The teenage stuff is cute, but like
I like to see that. I like to see that.
Mayday. We got Mayday crawling around.
I like to see that. I don't know if Disney will do that shit because they already unless they reboot everything and they can start off like that. But yeah, I would like to see that. That'd be dope to see.
Yeah, that's the weird thing too. If they restart everything after
then you start getting to the real story. You get into like the One More Day. You get into like the shit where Kingpin like killed his. He attempted to kill him, but attacked his aunt.
Yeah,
and then he went in prison and he showed Kingpin who's the real boss in New York.
Yo, see, that's the thing.
That story is crazy, bro.
I think they would be too scared to do that because it's like, oh, we're gonna reboot the whole universe after Secret Wars. Everything's connected. They probably gonna try to get a young Peter Parker. It's like, nah, let's keep him around as being like one of the people that remember what the fuck happened. And have him be older and continue like Red said on some grown shit.
They could do that shit. Let Sony do that shit, right? Sony, you got your own universe. You got the rights to Spider-Man.
Andrew Garfield.
You can do Andrew Garfield or Toby. Both of them could be like like a more grown up.
Toby. Yeah. Give that to Toby. Yeah. Continue the Venom shit with Andrew Garfield.
I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all gonna sound messed up, but if they run Toby back, take out Kirsten Dunst and put Bryce Dallas Howard as MJ.
I'm not even mad. It's a crossover, but I'm not even mad at you, guys.
He said I'm not even mad.
Nope, not at all, cuz I'm with it. I am with it. Get her out of here. Get her.
I mean, I know she played Felicia Hardy, but anybody gonna worry about Felicia Hardy. We ain't worried about her.
We ain't worried about that. Like,
put her as MJ, yo.
Cross it over, Nexus. Y'all get it, right?
They could definitely do that shit and leave like the younger version of Spider-Man with the Disney, because they like to market. They like to market like the younger Spider-Man. Yep. You sell more toys, you sell more things, like relates more to the younger crowd. Yeah, they could do that shit. See,
there you go, Sony. Listen up, Sony. Tailor to the adults, bro. Leave the kiddies.
Yo, you know what they do? They're like, yo, you want to get some free tips, man? Let's just tune into Untitled Live. They're gonna give us free shit. They're stupid.
I'm saying
they're gonna keep giving us fucking free ideas, bro.
We're telling the ideas online for everybody to hear, bro.
All right, just invite us to the premieres. You know what I'm saying? Bring us into the writers' room if y'all bold enough. But like at the least,
I could imagine Red. I could imagine Red sitting there like, all right, cool, and they just pitching it, and Red's like, nah,
woke shit.
Work. That doesn't work.
Woke shit.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Oh, and in lighter news, man of Steel turns 11 today. I feel old as fuck. Damn, that shit 11 years. God, damn.
You ain't got the theme. You ain't got the theme for 10 seconds.
I don't got the theme. Try to stay copyright free in this bitch.
I hear you. Stay safe out there, brother.
11 years, man. We couldn't even get a Man of Steel 2, man.
No doubt. You right? What the Man of Tomorrow? Something? Come on.
I tell you, man, for a movie that's 11 years old, still holds up to today. CGI still peak. So if James Gunn shit does not look as good as something that came out at at that point, it'll be 12 years.
Man of Tomorrow. Henry Cavill bring him back.
Like that'd be crazy, man. So yeah, 11 years, man. So that's what's up, man.
Shout out to that too. Word on my birthday. Shout out to that. That classic,
man. What else? So it's funny enough because we were speaking about this shit a while ago, whether or not what characters being moved to the new DCU, and we're talking about Blue Beetle, what's gonna happen with his character, if he's ever gonna show up in a new continuity. So apparently his character is coming back as a character as an animation.
What? As him voicing it?
Blue Beetle?
Yes. Yeah, so like he's gonna be in that Creature Commando kind of like that universe.
Yeah.
So we might get Blue Beetle live action again, but as of right now, his next appearing role is animation.
That's cool.
So he put that on his Twitter, my man Sholo, and he put that Blue Beetle's coming back as an animated series.
Sholo. Shout out to you, man. This kid been working. You deserve it, man. Shout out to you.
Yep. So it's good to see him come back. I'll be pissed off if it wasn't his voice.
Yeah, right. That's all. But yeah, that's what James said. He's gonna have everybody crossing over into animated as well as live action. So that helps with the continuity and everything. So that's what's up.
Fresh Prince, I'm not sure if you heard this.
Yep.
But I heard some rumblings that Marvel is looking to reconcile with Jonathan Majors.
Oh, nah.
Looking to like bring him back just to give him a kind of a exit. Like he's still leaving as Kang, but to kind of finish his storyline.
I did not hear that.
So I was hearing something about that. I don't know who I was reading. I was reading some thread, and it was talking about that they was looking for him to come back, but I'm not sure if he would. Depending on how I don't know what he would do because they kind of did him dirty.
Right.
The only reason why I bring this shit up because he's receiving an award, Perseverance Award from Hollywood Unlock. Hollywood Unlock. That's wild. I didn't know they was giving out awards.
Yeah.
Hollywood Unlock is that's some like cheese man website and shit.
It is, but evidently they have an event going on, so let's just keep it real. For most people, they're not gonna even research that far to even realize what it is. So it's just like, oh, he's getting a Perseverance Award for what's been going on, which is in a way giving him, I don't want to say publicity, but I guess kind of supporting him in a way where it gives voice to a lot of the people that have been backing him through this entire situation. So if you're saying that Marvel is trying to invite him back, I'm gonna be honest. I've seen a lot of people really talking about that. It's like the Will Smith effect, where like the smack happened so long ago. Like a lot of us are not really thinking about it like that. And when we think about what's going on, especially when it comes to Marvel, a lot of people are like, yeah, bring him back as Kang. Like we love him as Kang, he who remains, whatever. So it's like politics and certain viewpoints aside, I think it's a smart move. Bring him back. It's been in shambles as far as, I'm not saying financially, but visually as far as the social sphere. It feels like Marvel hasn't been where they need to be. And they even came out and expressed it to a certain extent. So yes, I think that would be a smart move to bring him back. Because I also felt like if you go away from him to go to somebody else, it diminishes everything that you actually did to start off this entire saga in the first place. It's like starting off with Thanos trying to get the stones and then all of a sudden we get Doctor Doom coming in, getting stones, and then getting the fucking powers. And it's like, that is a disconnect, and a lot of people are not going to follow that. So just in the lane of storytelling, and was smart, and it's not like, again, I don't want to give viewpoints, but again, what his sentence ended up being, it was like amounted to a parking ticket in New York. So it's like, in that vein, you give him this shine here, people see him get an award for perseverance, you bring him back, not a lot of people are mad except for a certain extent, and then yeah, you finish your storyline and make it make sense now. This is your chance to make it make sense and give people something to look forward to instead of them being like, what's really going on with this whole phase that we got right.
Gotcha. No, I agree. I think that bringing him back will definitely help his. I mean, as far as like just closing out his character and moving forward, moving on. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Never have to come back. He just give him the opportunity to finish his story and keep it going. But it was with John the Major. We don't know what he's thinking. Right. We don't know if he even cares about the character. Like as at this point, like he's like, I don't know shit. Like.
Right.
Like I'm out. You know what I mean? Like that's
just on principle. Like, and I wouldn't be mad if that was the case.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So I mean, also he's been kind of like low key, just kind of been chilling, staying out of trouble. Not bash talking the situation, kind of just like moving forward and just like, all right, cool. I'm just gonna keep on trucking it, right?
And he's supposed to be in another movie coming forward, whether it's big or not. Like, so it's like, yeah.
But it's always gonna get bad publicity, regardless, right? Like, is it? And this is what I hate the most, right? I hate this cancel culture shit.
Yeah.
So like, what's the point of apologizing or going through the ringer, right? Of apologizing and trying to get in people's good grace, only for you to like be accepted again, right? Then 20 years down the line, I'm making a new movie. Now a new generation is looking at my old shit
and bring it back up.
Bring it back up. Now I'm canceled all over again for some shit I did 20 years ago.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the person that's gonna end my career hasn't been born yet. They haven't, you know what I mean? Like in 20 years, that person's like, oh man, did you know what this person did? Oh man, this guy, he domestic abuse or he had a DUI, whatever it is, they'll bring that shit up the next investigator in 20 years. And it's like, what's the point of just of apologizing? Because I think that even Kevin Hart said this shit, like, yo, bro, I apologize for something that happened 10 years ago, and then someone else brought that shit up, and I gotta apologize again.
Right.
Like, I'm not apologizing anymore. I'm done. It's a joke, and I'm a comedian. Shit is said.
Especially because people don't take time frames and generations and how things are at that certain time into consideration. It's like, oh, we in a new society where we look at things in a different way, and now we're gonna go back and retroactively cancel people for when that culture was nowhere near what it is right now. It's like, you can't do that.
It happens now. Like there's the shit they be bringing shit up that happened 20 years ago. Like, yeah, I remember that when that happened, but why are you bringing it back up? Like, he already did his time. He or she did his time. Like, what? Why would you bring it back up?
That's if they actually did their time and things. Like, if they didn't, then I kind of get it. But at the same time, if somebody already went through the ringer, apologized, already did their time, if they were locked up or whatever the case, it's like, give them a chance to revamp who they are.
Like there was so Shia LaBeouf was on a red carpet for that movie with Frank Coppola, and people started bringing up the shit, and people were bringing up like, oh, why people was talking about Shia LaBeouf, like he gave his girlfriend at the time a disease. That I'm like, yo, bro, like anybody that followed Shia LaBeouf, you see, and this is no excuse. He was, he said it himself. He was just damaged material. He just was like fucked up in the head, and he always took accountability for the shit that he did. Right. Even though if there was times where he didn't really learn from those accountabilities, he still was always like, yo, I'm doing the work. Like anybody that's a drug addict or alcoholism, sometimes that shit is not something you just flip a switch and you done.
Right.
You go through those demons almost your whole entire life. The recovery is forever at this point.
And if you haven't seen him express these things or in any interviews, then you can't judge him because again, like Fresh is saying, and I'm sure you're referring to the Bernthal podcast, right?
So it was that too. Yeah, there was a couple other interviews, but that Bernthal was probably like that
was
most,
real. Like
that was the most like as far as context is given. Like he gives you everything.
Right.
It's not just him saying what this is the things that he's done. He's saying he's doing, and how bad he feels, and like it's trust me.
He opened himself up on that, and if you can't understand who he is or what his journey has been as a person, then it's just like you're just a judgmental person and you're holier than thou. So at that point, I don't take your judgment into consideration at all. Like he's, like you said, he's trying to do the work, has a family, he's doing with him. God bless him, and
he's been
more
out
power
the news.
to him, bro.
He's been out the news. He like you said, he has a family now. He has a daughter, a son, he has a child. And he's still doing the work, and he's going out there, and he's teaching these free classes out in Compton, acting classes for the inner city kids. Like he's out there like trying to help and try to do what he can, because sometimes you may not have the resources or you may not have the knowledge to do certain things, but you do what you're good at, and that's the only thing he can offer himself is offer him his time to give people like the education of being an actor. That's what he can. That's what he can do.
And even that is 100% more than what these people that are judging him are doing themselves.
Yeah, they're just sitting behind a computer and like, oh, look what this guy did. He like, and I'm sure like, and we're not minimizing his ex-girlfriend. Like, she went through her trauma, and she deserves to speak her truth.
But we don't know. She also forgave him. If we're talking about the same one, and that was the one that sparked his change.
Yeah, that was B something. What's the name? Something Tricks.
I'm sorry.
She's in a new Crow movie. She's in a new Crow movie with Skarsgård. And yeah, she definitely went out. She said, yeah, like he's he went through his shit and he was doing some dumb shit. And it's like people just want to cancel somebody like that's going through like recovery. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like, what's the whole point of apologizing if folks is gonna just criticize you regardless?
And it's the person that he feels like he committed the most thing. Yeah, it's the person that he feels he committed the most heinous things or transgressions against is the one that forgave him and helped him change his life. Who are you to sit back here and judge this person?
Yeah, like we do dumb shit all the time. That shit that we do, we just don't get caught.
Every day
we don't get caught, and we don't have paparazzi, amplifying it.
That's what it is. Right.
It doesn't have the grace for those mess ups to go unknown, unnoticed. We have that grace. Yeah, we done. I've done my fair shit when I was a teenager. That if it came out to light and I was a fucking celebrity and they brought that shit up, like, yo, this guy's a menace.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like, yeah, that was so long ago. I'm not you're not even that person anymore. And people are like, yeah, it's crazy.
So it's like, what's the point of apologizing at this point in time? Like, just do the work and just, I don't
do better. Everybody do better.
Everybody's like to swear like they all perfect, bro. That's the problem with America, bro. Nobody makes mistakes. Like, everybody's perfect, so nobody can be forgiven for their mistakes because we're all perfect.
Yeah.
Until it happens to you, and
you gotta forgive me. No. They still giving Chris Brown hell for the Rihanna shit, bro. Look how long that shit was.
He's still blackballed in certain events. It's like, yo, what do I gotta do? Like, I said I was sorry. I did probation. I did what I need to do. I paid whatever fines. I apologized to her. We reconciled. We was in the same place, same time. We you know what I mean? We cordial. Like, what's the point? Like, what? And then that's a truth. That's living testament right there. That's something that happened, 15 years ago, and it's still affecting him today.
And that's another thing. Like, again, not to minimize any actions that happened, but she had her part in it too. She didn't catch anywhere near as much hell as he did. So it's like, what are our moral boundaries? What are we judging these things?
And that shit really stunted his career. Like he's a performer. He's a singer. Like he could have been. I mean, I still consider him a great
and was a child as well, which people don't. I mean, especially when it comes to us, they want to boost us up automatically. He was a child, bro, thrust into fame and all of that. Like, people got to take psychology and environment into account, man. Like, but
it's just a critical thing, and people just lacking. They see surface level shit, and they're like, "I'm judging off what I see here."
I mean, I'm not seeing them fighting, but bro, at the same time, you gotta understand, she's hitting him while he's driving, bro. Like,
right, could have killed him, which both of them made clear.
Like, bro, like, what are we talking about?
Wow.
And they both young kids,
right?
Millionaires,
and we've all been through it. We know
they're in the Lamborghini in Miami.
Not that,
and you know what I mean. Like they just wilding, you know what I mean, and just she called him on the phone, saw a text message, and she's like, "Let me just imagine, bro." You know what I mean?
And
if you with any girl,
I heard he called her cheating on some.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around. I thought she saw something on his phone, but either way, like,
let's face it, they both were gonna cheat on you. They're both beautiful people. They're gonna cheat on each other, bro.
This is what I'm saying, and people want
to happen, bro. Their life is not our normal life, bro. Beautiful people have access to shit that normal people don't have access to, bro.
Yeah,
and they're rich and famous on top of being beautiful people, bro. So like, let's stop. We're not living the same lives, yo.
And you add that on top of what a regular teenager or young adult would be acting like. Come on, bro.
Everybody wants to be on their high horse, man. But they don't know they're riding a donkey.
They ride a donkey, think it's a stallion.
I just made that up, guys. I don't know if that's a real thing.
Untitled exclusive.
Oh man, it's funny. We was talking about this shit. It was like
that was a good one. They think they're horse they ride a donkey.
Yeah, bro, I'm riding a fucking jackass, bro. Oh man,
why this horse brace someone?
Oh man, we was actually talking about The Crow as well. Like this is a quick like segue. So there's a reaction calling the movie The Crow. I guess the movie is supposed to come out this Friday. It got pushed to August. Man. And people are saying the first reaction calls the movie horrible and unwatchable. But mind you, the people the person that this is coming from is the writer who got fired from the original project, Dorfman. So I'm wondering if he's being salty, if he's talking about his draft being unwatchable. I don't think I've seen any kind of like,
or the fact that they try to chop it up.
They probably try to chop it up. Me personally, I don't care about this fucking movie. I don't. Was I a big Crow fan growing up? I would say I seen The Crow probably once. That wasn't my thing. And I'm not shitting on The Crow. It just The Crow wasn't my thing. I didn't care about the.
I was about to say unpopular opinion, but I was never a big fan of The Crow anyway. Even with the
thank God I'm not the only one.
Even with the Brandon Lee version, I wasn't like really a big fan of The Crow. So.
It's funny because this is considered a hot take because that movie's a cult classic. So
it is a cult classic, and I like it. But again, I'm with y'all. Like I don't watch that over and over, and it wasn't my shit to watch over and over.
Yeah,
back in the days, I respect it for what it was, and I'll ride for it. But it wasn't my shit. Like
that was a comic that I was not picking up. That was a comic that I was not picking up.
Yeah, right.
It was too dark for me at that time.
I knew of it, right, and it was like, yeah, I'm not in that emo vibe.
Yeah, that shit was too dark for me, bro. That was definitely like the emo side of comic book readers. Like, I'm gonna read it. Well, depending on what version of The Crow. I think there's two different Crows, right? There's the one that Jason Lee played. He played because the one that's coming out now with the tattoos, he's just a different version. He's another version of The Crow that they had before. Like it's like a newer version, the newer Crow, like within the last 15 years. I don't know.
Same.
I
thought it was the same dude, just with the comic book look.
Nah, there's two different characters. There's two different Crow. Now you got me searching this shit. Crow movie. Let me see here, Brandon. So, all right. So the one that Brandon Lee played was Eric Donovan, and
so you telling me the different versions of this Crow nigga?
yeah, there's damn, what the fuck? I guess I'll find it in a minute. Oh, her name was FKA Twigs. That was the female we was talking about.
Who?
Shia LaBeouf's girlfriend, the one that we was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Different Crow names. This fucking computer is like wigging out.
Hey yo, what these boys mean? Yo, what the hell?
They got a Eric Draven, and they have Alex Corvus.
So Brandon Lee was Eric Draven, right?
Yeah. But Skarsgård is playing Eric Draven, but the design of Alex Corvus.
Right. That's what I was saying. Yeah, that's the comic book version. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, what else here we have? So all right, we're not gonna talk about The Boys. As far as like, we don't want to do any spoilers because Red hasn't seen it, and we don't want Red dropping out because that's not cool. Because we could always wait till next week, because then next week we'll have 4 episodes to talk about.
4 episodes, yeah.
Bro, I totally forgot The Boys was coming back. I know that you posted a image, but it just kind of like that shit went like over my head. I'm like, all right, whatever. But I'm like, oh shit, this shit came out today. Fuck. And I saw those 3 episodes. I'm like, damn, that's 3 hours of The Boys today.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
And I was like, oh shit, bro.
That shit was like an addict hit, bro. Like, what? Oh,
shit. I really wanted to watch it today, man. But the crisis on my hands, bro.
Yo, I would say the first, I don't know if it was like the first 10 minutes. I'm like,
so you didn't even do a rewatch or nothing.
No, I haven't done a rewatch. I haven't done no rewatch because I kind of remember from the last one, and
okay.
And I'm still fresh from the last spinoff,
Gen V.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, man. And it was like
I heard that's supposed to be incorporated in this season too. The Gen V college.
There was an element, but it wasn't nothing big or anything. You got to rewatch it.
Yeah. Now in these 3 episodes, there's nothing that shows that.
But that sure will be bigger ramifications later on, maybe.
No, it will. But 100%. It wasn't. Yeah, but we just saying, like, for these 3 episodes, you didn't have to go back and watch Gen V.
Yeah, because I don't know if they're gonna 100% touch on it, but they are. I mean, I think
they got to.
They have to, because I think they also confirmed next season as the last season.
Right.
So that's already been greenlit already.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Boys next season, last season.
Yeah.
Kripke said season 5 is the last one.
Yo, there's always like a The Boys-esque scene that just lets you know, like, you watching The Boys. Yo, over the first 10 minutes, bro, I'm like, oh fuck, it's like The Boys. Like, yo, it's just. I'm talking about the president, the vice president. In my phone.
Did I start to do a penis again?
Nah, bro.
Nah.
Because every first
it wasn't that crazy. It wasn't like that crazy.
Yeah, they didn't get that wild.
Yeah,
like majority of the first seasons of The Boys and all this shit got dealing with some big, either penises or over large penises or something like that.
Yeah, you talking about the little miniature man when he was doing that shit when he went inside of a that was wild.
They showed that in the.
And then Gen V with the girl turns around to like hug the hug the penis too.
Yeah.
Yeah, word. Yeah.
Nah, this one here, bro. I kind of want to see Red's reaction on when that shit pops up, because it's like a certain text message that someone gets, like, "Oh, I got the classified files," and it's not.
Oh,
that.
okay. I was wondering what you was talking about. Okay.
It's the fucking, and she's like, "Oh, god damn it." Fucking the butcher's an asshole, bro.
Yo, bro. I'm like, nah, I did not expect.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think I ever seen anything like that on TV or in the movies. Like, I've never seen it. That was always like a.
See, I hate not missing because everybody's dying. I don't know what they dying from, bro. Like,
you gonna see by next week, bro.
We're gonna watch it together, my guy.
You guys, yeah, word.
I ain't watching it with y'all, bro. I'm gonna watch it myself.
No, no, that shit was crazy. There's another scene there too that's crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's that convention shit. Nah, that shit was wild. But but without any kind of like crazy ass spoilers, man. This fucking 3 episodes it gave me everything I needed, man. Because I feel like I've been watching other things and I feel like I haven't been like
satisfied.
Not satisfied, but like more like challenged. Like, you know what I mean? Like just like some good writing and this is like a little stray towards the Acolyte, but we'll get into that later. But it was just had a good time, man. And I'm like, shit, man, we gotta wait another week for episode 4. But and the funny thing is that this show is so good they didn't need to release 3 episodes.
They didn't. That's the
they didn't need to reel in from a week
us.
episode 1.
Bro, this is why I'm like,
you know what? I think it's because like was it the this season supposed to come out had been released already?
Yeah.
I think it was supposed to come out last year, so they're probably making up for it. They're probably like, let's give them the first 3.
Yeah, because a lot of the times when they have like 2 episodes at once, that means the first episode's kind of weak, and they don't want to leave people with a bad taste, and they'll just give you second episode. But like this, you could have left 1 episode and I would have been satisfied.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we were just giving an extra fucking, a plus for the last 2. I'm like, damn, that's 3 hours of the boys.
I'm also happy because it, like you said, it felt like it's been forever. So to get those 3 episodes, it's like I got a full movie, and I'm just like, I could wait till next week.
Yeah.
I'm good right now. That was everything I needed.
Yeah, it's some good TV, man. Fucking Amazon has been on a shit. I know a lot of people like giving praise to Apple and they shit because Apple got some good content as well, but
definitely
Amazon is definitely like you need to put some respect on their name. Yeah, you gotta catch up on Monarch. Monarch season 2 is coming up. But if you got
caught up, I want a new season.
Yeah.
Okay. But you got Amazon. You got Mr. and Mrs. Smith, which is another season coming out. Both Daniel Glover and the shorty that played Mrs. Smith was on Jimmy Kimmel this week, and they talked about, hey, listen, there's a season 2 happening, blah blah blah. Like they said that you're not in it. And she's like, yeah, we don't want to say anything just yet, but we're not in it.
Fuck out. Nah, stop playing, bro.
But I think it's gonna be a different Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but it's gonna be an element of Dom.
Yeah.
They talked about the one shot, only 1 bullet, and they heard 3 shots. It's like that'll all be.
They might start off with another couple and tie that into their story, how they did with the other people previous to them.
I'm sorry, but to me, the real Mrs. Smith is always gonna be Brad and Angelina.
Nah,
yeah, of course.
You're bugging.
I mean,
but what?
Have you seen Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
I mean, I haven't seen the new one, no. But
okay.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I still give them props. I love that movie. That's my favorite movie for the longest.
It's always gonna be Brad and Angelina.
Yeah. That's why I agree with you. They're the OGs, and I love.
They're the OGs,
movie.
But like as far as like,
but this shit is good though. Like,
yeah, they elevated the storyline. It's like It's like, we think that Henry Cavill's like for me, I think he's like my best Superman, but there's other people that think that Christopher Reeve is the best, right?
They're just broadening the universe though.
Yeah,
it's not even like they're trying to take their place at the same time. It's like just another piece to the universe.
Golden Age Superman, but a more modernized Superman, it's Cavill.
But this Mr. and Mrs. Smith has nothing to do with Angelina Jolie or Brad Pitt. Like they're not playing those characters.
Right. That's the
Yeah,
difference. It's like they're just adding to it.
This is the agency that they work for. That they're just another couple.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it would be cool if they mentioned it, but yeah.
I mean, you could put a duck in like a chicken soup if you want to, but at the end of the day, it's still a duck. It's still Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That's what they based it off the first movie. A couple didn't know they were spies, and then they found out that they're spies later.
No, they know they're spies.
But that's what I'm saying. This one is different.
They can't be admitted that they know they're spies off the rip.
Yeah, they know already. So the marriage is like the fraud. It's like that's the cover. So it's like, yeah, it just that's what I'm saying. It just builds to the universe. All of them are Mr. and Mrs. Smith. You know what I'm saying? All of them are. Huh?
I lost interest.
All right. I mean,
I lost interest. I have not.
So you wanted them to be oblivious to the fact that they were.
Yeah, that was the whole magic of the first movie. They didn't know there was.
And I think by
when
you
they found out,
movie,
and when they found out, it was like a test of their marriage. Because at first they didn't know if they really loved each other, and they found out that they learned that they love each other because when they found out they were spies, that they couldn't kill each other and they couldn't do the things they were supposed to do, and then that's when they end up going against the bosses and stuff like that, and to defend each other. They worked on their marriage. The Mr. and Mrs. Smith trope was all about the marriage trope, like how you may not know your spouse, really know your spouse, but if you truly love your spouse, you'll work it out and fix it to make your marriage stronger. That's what the original movie is really about.
And the show is about the same exact thing. It just flips it. It's just that they already know. So now the conflict comes from them having to really find out the fact that they love each other, bro. They build it. It's just they just flip it. That I think that's why we all liked it. It's just it's not trying to be the same thing, but it is in the same universe, and they just flip it. So we get the same magic, but in a different way, where they're not trying to replicate or reboot what they did previously.
And
that's how I felt about it.
And the whole them having to kill each other. It's more to unpack. Like it's not like it's him like not be able to do the missions the way he needs. That and it's a lot
delves more into their personalities. Yeah. It fleshes that out more.
It's definitely a really good fucking show, bro. I think if you watch it, you're like, all right, cool. It lives on itself. It's not trying to
It's not trying to be the same thing, and I think you'll appreciate that. Like Fresh said.
Nah, it's definitely a good show. We ran through that shit in 2 days. That shit is fucking great. It's good, and it's great writing. It's shot on location, and you have two people that's just like total fucking opposites, bro.
Yeah,
but yet the chemistry is crazy, and you feel that they love each other, like in real life. Like it's just like,
and that's because they really fuck with each other in real life. They're really cool in real life, and I thought that added some real extra sauce to it. Like you said,
I would definitely recommend Red. If you got some time to burn,
go through it, bro. We're not gonna steer you wrong, cuz.
I would say the first if the first 30 minutes of the show don't catch you, then don't watch it.
Yeah, don't watch it.
I would say the first 30
He'll be in by then. Because by then he gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? He's gonna be
up. So the Acolyte, man. I know this is it's hard to kind of get through this shit without spoilers, right? So I'm gonna be very, very
oh yeah, he didn't watch it. Okay.
Yeah, he hasn't watched it. And I would say the show is definitely getting a lot of hate, right? And it's fine, right? People have it's art, and people are they have the right to voice their opinions. The only thing I hate about content creators, a lot of content creators, they talk about a show as if they've seen it, and they talk the most shit, and their voice is the most loudest. Do I think they have certain are they right about certain things, about some of the issues that we have with this last episode? I would say there's some issues. There's a lot of issues. I think that the concept of the show is fabulous, right? It's great. But I think them trying to articulate what they're trying to think, trying to like bring into a storyline, is muddied. Right? You had somebody that they went to a storyboard and they said, "This is what we're gonna do. This is this. This is that." But then the writers didn't have. I guess they just couldn't, I guess, formulate a good story. 3 episodes in, like, we're still very young in the series, right? A lot of things can change from now to the next. What is it? It's 8 episodes, and we got 5 left. That's a whole lot of story left.
Right.
I didn't have as much as an issue that a lot of people had online, but it definitely felt like there were certain things that kind of minimized and made things less special. As a Star Wars fan, right? But I'm not like a super fan. Like, cool, if they break some kind of canon, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. But do I think they're breaking canon? No, they're just kind of elaborating on canon. But it definitely minimizes a lot of things, right? The Anakin situation and him, being the chosen one, birthed through Force, and people that are able to do things that Palpatine and fucking Plagueis, all these different people that were spent a lot of money and resources to replicate some things, right? And they still couldn't get it. But yet, we have, a group of people that just kind of like, they did it. You know what I mean? And with the most cheapest chant ever known to man. Like, whoever wrote that chant, like, they shouldn't write chants.
Don't spoil it too much, but that's one of the things that irked me too. I'm like, that happened, and I was like a hocus pocus moment. Like, what? Who is that? What are we doing now?
What was this? What? And there was one, and there was two, and there were many. Like, yo, what the fuck?
Oh man!
But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm yapping.
That scene was poorly executed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. So how do you guys feel about the situation with the the twins and the twins being younger and not fraternal, then growing up and they're identical?
No, I'll let so.
They could have went with 2 twins, right? They could have instead of looking for one.
They could have went with 2 twins, or they could have just went with one person playing 2, 2 people. But they had that was a little like, that's a little off the mark as well. I was like, wait a minute, you could tell them apart at a young age, and then they get older, you can't tell them apart, right? But no, there's. I want to talk about some stuff, but I know Red hasn't seen it, so I don't want to talk about it. But there was like something that was said at a certain interaction that got cut off, and I'm like, wait, but I want to know more about that. So I'm hoping that later on in the like maybe the next episode, the next few episodes, they explain it.
Oh, it's definitely gonna be explained, man. Because there's people that has issues with certain things happening. I'm like, bro, like, it's clearly like a false memory, or it's one perspective.
Unreliable narrator.
Yeah, it's unreliable, and there's a lot more to happen. Because even in the show, you could see somebody in the background that's injured. It's like, so how the fuck does this person get injured? You know what I mean? Like,
I seen the trailer, so I already know.
Yeah.
What's going down. Yeah.
There's definitely more to the story. Just
Okay.
Well, go ahead, so Castor.
Let me say, as far as what you said about the twins, right? The younger girl. I'll say that because I'm not going to trash like younger actresses or actors,
100%,
whatever the case may be, right? So to me, I feel like a lot of the things that we feel comes from direction, and I think that's what the problem was in this episode. So trying not to spoil anything, like I heard what you guys said. So to as like what Soul said, I think that it was smart because of, again, what Fresh said, how elementary the writing is. I feel like it's smart to have distinctive twins, sisters, as younger ones because we can actually identify who's who within this story that's supposed to be in this story, right? Because I feel like that's a strong thing in me identifying the difference between them two without me knowing the difference between them as older people, right? So, and I think that's the nuance within the story. There are things that I didn't like. I don't want to spoil anything. So, like Fresh said, it's like certain hocus pocus moments. That's like, what the hell is going on? Like you hear cackling in the background. It's like, nah, that took me out. Like this shit, y'all trying to make this too hokey, and I didn't feel it. But I'm not saying like the story within that scene or whatever was going on, I didn't get. I like what the story is supposed to be that's going forward, but the execution and some of the things I don't like. The vitriol that it's getting online, I feel like it's unwarranted though. There's a lot of things that are getting oversimplified and being put into boxes like they did with the boys without spoiling that. We're choosing sides with things and people have had certain sides and opinions on things, and I feel like the people that hate this series are going in with those preconceived notions and they're not actually looking at the story for what it is, because I feel like this story is also better than a lot of stuff that we've gotten, especially Obi-Wan to be one of your highly loved characters. This series I feel like has better writing than that series. But again, I'm not saying this series is perfect. There are things that there is to dissect about it, but we can't go into it until Red sees it. So
yeah,
I am not. I don't feel any type of way about. I don't think it's breaking canon in any way. I feel like it's elaborating on different things. This is a galaxy far, far away, and it's a giant galaxy. There are going to be. I'm looking at this as like the Inquisitions, and back in the days where, all right, you're not believing in Christianity, we snuffing this shit out if you don't want to praise the way that we praise. That's how I'm looking at this, and I feel like that is the nuance that's interesting to the story when it comes to the Jedi and the religious aspect of the Force. But again, you have to look at the story for what it is. If you can't look at it for what it is, then you're not going to appreciate it. So I'm not going to say it's a bad story. I would give it about a 3.5, how I've been giving it so far. I feel like I'm not going to call it mid, but I'm still interested because there's a lot of mystery in what's going on with the story, and I really want to figure out what's going on. I'm really on some NWA fuck the police shit, if y'all know what I'm talking about with the story. So it's like, yeah, there's a lot of like transgressions and lies by omissions, and yes, this is kind of what I wanted from this series, but I also wanted more of, I thought this was going to be the Sith and getting more mythology about the Sith. So as far as that, I'm let down, but I'm still holding off because like you said, there's 8 episodes, so we got 5 more left. So we still got time to get some of that laid into the story. But if it's just this, I think I might be disappointed by the end, but I'm not gonna jump off the bridge automatically because, again, I don't feel like nothing is over.
Alkali season 2.
Yeah, I mean, we know they're gonna get a season 2, but I do want some conclusion to the story, and I do want more mythology of the Sith going into this. This is the Acolyte, so I want to see more mythology and why somebody is an Acolyte instead of just getting this reveal in the last episode, and it's like, ta-da! This is why we did it, because of something that happened and somebody went away. No, I want more mythology and why this is the Acolyte.
Yeah.
That's not, it's real broad, but I'm trying not to spoil anything.
Yeah. Nah, I definitely felt the same way. I felt the same, right? When it came down to like the different interpretations of the Force, right?
Mhm.
And I think that most folks that come from like a culture background, like, you know, we live in the city, right? So we are exposed to like people that's Buddhists, Muslims, Christians.
You're in a melting pot, yeah.
Yeah, so
we can appreciate other people's culture.
Yeah, and so when I saw this, I'm like, all right, so this is just their version of what the Force is. Like they just And
I appreciated all of that and explanation. But can I say that was one thing that I hated when I was talking about the direction with the girls. I didn't want to trash them, but I'm like, that was a horrible way to shoot that scene, because like you got them bickering, and I get what you're trying to like portray, but at the same time, you should have gave me a one shot on the mother explaining what's going on, because I was interested in that. But because you don't have no differentiation in volume, and the girls bickering is like at the same volume of her explaining what's going on, it's like I'm distracted. I'm not even in this. You're not even cutting back and forth between them. You just or have her explain and then slightly go off and show them bickering in the background. Now you got this all going on at the same time. Listen, I might be neurodivergent, but I can't focus on all that shit going on at the same time. And I was interested, and you took me out. So that's why I'm like, the direction on certain shit, that's what really messed me up in this episode. Not the story, but
it was a lot happening all at once, and it just felt very convoluted. And like I was saying before, like with the different religions, like you see it and we're like, oh cool, like this is just their version, and the Jedi are the kind of the elitists of the religions, right? They're like the big, the big Catholics. Or
they're the Roman Catholic Church coming in. Yeah. You don't believe what we believe, and you can convert and acquiesce to what we're talking about, or
and it kind of takes the mirror and flips it on the fans. Like, so you think what you see is the right way, right? You guys are the elitists. You guys think that you know the Force more than they know the Force, and it kind of like it puts you like, oh shit, like they call the community out.
And this is exactly how they're reacting too, and it's like you don't get that's what the story is supposed to be about. Like it's crazy how meta this shit gets, bro. It's crazy.
But the thing is that like you said, is like we are explaining this, right? But we are breaking it down. Like in the show, they're having a terrible time explaining this.
Right.
We're taking the meat and potatoes out and serving it to the folks. Like this is what it is. This is what it is. But they're having a hard time expressing that.
I wouldn't even say that. I still think it's a lot of preconceived notions of people coming into this and just wanting to hate it, bro. Like,
but it's just the acting. The acting is throwing everything off. The writing.
At some points.
It's just like, all right, cool. Like there's a line. It's like, yo, Jedi are good, Jedi are bad. Like that's a line.
And even with the twins, that's another thing. I'm like, I don't want to talk about them. That's why I think it's direction. I don't know how y'all felt, but in the beginning, you start off, and again, not spoiling, but you have May and Osha. They're showing you the difference between them. They do something as far as the Force with that insect, animal, whatever. And I'm looking at it, and it's like you're giving me music cues, and you're like, oh, good one, bad one. I don't see that in the actions I see. I'm like, y'all doing the same thing. What's the difference? So again, that's why I'm like, it's point of views with the story, but it's also direction and how y'all trying to portray shit. It's like, nah, I'm not getting what y'all trying to put
I feel like going back to what I said, like at the very beginning of this conversation, I just think that the concept is great. Concept is good. It's just the execution on putting that into film and making people feel like they want to like try to invest. Like I'm really trying my best to invest myself in this, and I'm like, oh, like you said, like having the girls bicker in the background. It's like you could have lowered their voices or panned the camera. She's the only one that's giving me like
insight.
And I'm like, yeah, I want to keep hearing her. Like I want to keep on. And this is the show that I was talking about, patriarchal.
And that's the thing too, because that's why I hope Red had watched it, because I'm like, I watched this and I'm like, nah, she did a great job, bro. So if people hit on her, y'all got an issue. That's preconceived notions again when it comes into certain shit.
Yeah.
Because I get it. I felt the same way when it happened in real life, but watching this, I'm not gonna bring that into this. She did a great job, bro, and I loved her as a character.
Yeah, she was probably the only one. And she was probably the only one that showed like, and I wouldn't even say she's the only one, because even Kellyanne, what's her name?
Carrie-Ann Moss.
Carrie-Ann Moss, like, yeah, she's like a Matrix legend, but like she was kind of phoning it in a little bit. You could tell. We could tell the one person he didn't have any lines. We bring
our conceived notions in. It's Trinity, right? That's what we come into this with, right? It's Trinity.
Funny, this person didn't have one line, right? but the kid that plays he
Tomlin?
played Tomlin, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a scene. Yeah, there's a scene where he kind of something happens, and when he gets out of that kind of like situation, you can see the emotion in his face. I'm like, damn, that's the best emotion I've seen in this whole entire show. Like,
exactly,
you can
yeah,
tell, like,
in certain points, right? Yeah, right.
Like, I'm like, oh, that looked good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he really showed like he was struggling. Like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I never really got that with anybody in the show. It just felt very flat and very kind of like one-dimensional. But
I also feel like this episode was like from OSHA's point of view. So I think it was played in a certain way for a certain reason. Because like you said, that emotion you saw, I feel like that moment in time is going to lead into something else with this entire story that's been going on. And I feel like there's a lot more going on with this. So I think we're going to get more from that and why his reaction is the way it was.
I think
leading into
to be honest, I don't even think that shit is OSHA's point of view. I just think that shit is a false memory.
I mean, either way, it's her point of view, but yeah, it's false. Like,
it's a point of view that she was kind of fed. I don't think any of that shit could...
I want to say so much. Yeah.
That shit was definitely like, it was definitely not.
Yeah.
It was definitely not what it was.
A lot of things don't make sense, bro. A lot of things don't make sense. I want to do this because again, they're looking at we got good one, bad one, right? I'm like, everything you did makes me feel like you on some selfish shit. So you look like more of the Sith than the other one to me. Or if we talk about dark side, light side, you look more like that one to me. And that's why I feel like we're gonna get a flip, bro. There's if you look at actions within characters, yeah, she's selfish. As far as OSHA.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I gotta wait because I want to talk about all of this extended.
Yeah, next week we'll definitely when Red is up to date. Hopefully, next week we'll have 4 episodes to talk about.
But also this show is not bad. Look at all of this we can't talk about that we trying to talk about. It's like you're gonna tell me this is bad? Nah, there's a lot of stuff going on.
There's a lot of stuff, man. It's just if I'm giving this a rating, do I probably like maybe a 3. Maybe 3. I was a little this is not really interested at first, but then towards the end it kind of like got me. I'm like, all right, cool, I get it. It's just the acting for me because I surround myself with a lot of shows that are like, the writing is just so great, and this is like I'm going from like what do you call it, George R. Martin book to like a Judy Blume book. You know what I mean? I'm going from that to this. I'm like,
right.
All right, I can see.
You also got to look at it for what it is, right?
I mean, do I?
Because you said the other day, like we can't. You took Acolyte out, right? Like we can't compare this to like these shows that we get in like The Boys and then House of Dragons, right? So it's like if we understand what it is, right? Can we look at it to be good for what it is, or does it have to be bad compared to what we know is great television?
You know, I agree. But I think that we are just kind of like.
I'm trying to compartmentalize it for what it is. I'm not expecting.
I'm trying to like. I'm trying to separate it, but at the same time, like I can't be naive and not see that they're feeding us a lot of like kind of like lukewarm shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm over here eating fucking steaks and shit, and I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna just take my time out to watch some Star Wars shit because that's what I really love, right?
But if you go to Mickey D's, do you expect Roof Chris?
No, I don't.
Right. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's like we know this is what it is.
But then you start to think like really like you got Disney giving them $180 million to make this show, right? And you seeing other shows that are doing so much better for less. You know what I mean? It's just
on Disney.
Yeah, on Disney. Like it's
So
not.
What
it's
other
not
show
great.
would you compare to this on Disney? That's doing way better than this on Disney on that platform.
What, a show that's doing better than The Acolyte?
Yeah, like something that would have that budget that's doing way better on Disney.
I would say show wise.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even say Marvel shit, because Marvel shit's been trash too. Like we've been in this conversation,
right, exactly, right.
But there's been shows. I can't think of one right now because there's so many. But there was some good ones. But again,
I guess what I'm trying to get across is that I'm at a point where it's like I'm at a certain level where I can judge something for Disney and be like, this shit is great, but not compare that to like Godzilla -1. You feel me? Like it's like this is great for y'all. Like if I'm going to McDonald's, this is great for what I picked up from McDonald's. But that's also, I'm not comparing that to like the worst shit I get at Ruthless. You understand what I'm saying? It's like that's why I put that analogy out there. It's like at this point, I'm looking at these platforms for what they are, and it's like Disney is a certain demographic, and I'm looking at it for what it is. I'm not expecting anything epic or great from them at a certain level anymore. I feel like what we got in Endgame was a build up and all of that. It's like until y'all prove me wrong, I'm not looking to y'all for that anymore. It's like I look for great shit on these other platforms, like you said. Like we looking at House of Dragons, and I'm looking at these other type of stories when I'm talking about great overall. When we talk about writing, epic direction, I'm not seeing that from these people. So I'm keeping it at a kiddie level, I guess.
So at this point, you're just saying that you just desensitize. Like,
yeah.
All right, cool. I'm cool with getting fed gruel.
No, I'm not. No. I'm not
like
cool with it.
You content with Disney Plus shit.
I'm content with that's what y'all produce.
Yeah, so that
I'm not saying I'm content with like I'm satisfied with that's what y'all doing. I'm saying I understand that's what y'all doing. That's what it is.
Like
y'all not trying to do no better. It doesn't seem like it, bro. There's too many different things. And like I said, I didn't want to make this a racial thing, but when we talk about certain characters of color and all of that, y'all showing that y'all don't care or you're not putting that certain effort. I tried not to say that. I'm waiting for Falcon in the Winter. So I'm in for Captain. I'm sorry. See how I automatically go to that? I'm waiting for Cap 4 to come out. And I hope that is good and showing that y'all taking all of this time to make things great. I'm hoping y'all taking all of this time to make Blade a better story. I'm hoping that. But at the same time, what we hear from these leakers and scoopers about how they don't care about this is that's how it seems. Y'all just reinforcing what it is that we seeing. So, I mean, whatever demographic we in, I know that they're not giving us. We are not great screenwriters, bro. We never went to school for this. We don't, but we understand who these characters are. We know what we at least want to see. Something in that realm. Give us that. Y'all can't even give us that. So to me, that shows that y'all don't care. Y'all just doing what y'all do, and we can expect to get what we expect until we start getting these peak directors coming in, these peak story writers showing us that y'all trying to show a nuanced story, whether people hate it or not. Like again, like the Acolyte is a nuanced story. They're telling a very good story. People hating on it, and it is what it is. But just bring in proper people. Stop just doing things just to hit a certain quota. And then you got things like Furiosa came out not too long ago. What was that for 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? And all of a sudden, we taking it out of 880 theaters. Like it's just a different time frame, bro. It's not like how it was when we grew up. Things used to be in the studio. We used to have to wait for a minute for things to come out on VHS, bro. Dating ourselves right now on my birthday, dating ourselves. Fuck it. We used to have to wait forever for these things to come out to be able to watch it at home. Now it's like, all right, if we don't make our budget back in the fucking first week, nah, this shit is a bomb. It's a failure. Throw this shit on screen and let's get our money back, and it is what it is. It's totally different now. I don't know what the blueprint, what the agenda is, but it's not working. It's not working.
I mean, it's
from my point.
It's low key the fans, bro. The fans don't want to go see it.
That too. But also let's
as a movie, if you own a theater, right, and if something is not making money, the studios have to pay you to keep the shit in theaters.
Right.
So they're not gonna keep paying these theaters thousands of dollars, right, to keep a movie play that no one's seeing. So they're gonna pull the shit from streaming, from theaters and put it in streaming.
Right.
I get that. I get that point.
I get that as well. And
But
just on top of that, we all know we got families, right? How much is it? It's like at least $100, right? I mean, a lot of people taking at least 4 people to the theater, right? 2 kids sometimes, husband, wife, whatever it is. Either way, average is coming up somewhere near $100, if not over, to go to the theaters, right? If this ain't something that we want to see, and we ain't really even got the money like that, people struggling out here to pay bills and things like that. Like, we ain't going to the movies every weekend. This is not an event like it used to be. And if y'all not giving fans what they want, what really forces people or entices people to come out and pay this money for y'all? And then pay all this money that they jacking up in prices for concessions and all of that, bro. There's a lot of things that come into this, but it starts with the fact that y'all not even enticing people to come out.
Because everything is a fucking message.
Yeah.
When a message trumps storytelling, then people just the
message is supposed to be within the storytelling.
When I go to the theaters, bro, I don't want to think about life. I don't want to think about like anything outside of this. I want to dive into this world. And if this world is going to show me what I'm dealing with shit outside and I pay for that, I don't need to pay you money to see what's happening in real life. I want to remove myself and go into this fantasy world and get lost. Right? But if there's like these messages that are constantly just in your face, like, all right, cool.
Yep.
I can get past it because I'm not a hateful person.
Right.
But the next person might.
Well, we can also recognize it too. Like,
but I can recognize it because I'm not naive. I'm like, I get it. You know what I mean? Like I see it. I see it for what it is. Everything is so much based on race, bro. It's crazy. Everything is racial.
Yeah.
And it's just like
or gender or sexual based. Like it's too much.
Like it's all this race. I'm like, yo, bro, like there's like, the WNBA with the Caitlin Clark and the Andrew Reed. I'm like, yo, like why is there so much drama between this shit? And the funny thing is that Caitlin Clark doesn't say anything. She's not like a damsel in distress. She's not like, oh man, I'm getting fucking hammered. She's just doing her thing. It's just other people trying to make her out to be like a damsel in distress, right? And then they're just trying to pit these two girls, these two great fucking athletes together. And it's like, I saw some real shit, like a post, and it was like, Angel, she's a first in the WNBA. Angel Reese. And she was the first to hit 100 points and 100 rebounds.
100, exactly. Yeah.
I'm like,
first rookie to hit 100 and 100. Like, why are we not talking about her?
But then you look at Caitlin Clark, and she has 215 points and 84 rebounds. So it's like you clearly just picking what you really want to see, right? And it's like, damn, like what no one doesn't want to talk about just pure sport. Everything has to be like race, right? It's just like, oh, Caitlin Clark is the only one that has like a sneaker deal. All right, cool. You go to the NBA. There's barely any white guys that have sneaker deals. It's like, what are we talking about? You don't see white people going out like, yo, there's no white shoe deal. But the moment one white girl has a shoe deal, it's like, oh, there's a problem. And it's not even about like
nobody's gonna buy that shit either.
You know, no, I ain't buying that shit. I ain't buying no shoes. But I can say one thing: these two girls are the reason why there's a lot of conversations happening about the WNBA in the first place.
Well,
and like you said, these two girls, but they try to make it seem like it's only just Caitlin Clark right now. That's my issue with this whole situation.
They're the reason that's being watched. Period. Ain't nobody watching that. Nobody's watching WNBA.
Ain't nobody watching that shit. And bro, and when I do see my highlights, cause they show it now. It's like fucking Taylor Swift now. Like every time you see Taylor Swift, they show up. So now they show these two girls, and I'm like, yeah, she's out here balling. Like she's fucking hitting like 15 threes a fucking game. I'm like, yo, and she's not saying anything. Like she's not complaining. She's just playing the game. She's getting fucking hammered out there. She's just playing the game,
bro. And that's what I'm saying.
It's just pure
you in the league. You in the league now. It is what it is. Like
people are gonna come for you. People are gonna come for you. Just imagine, right? if I worked at a store and somebody came in and was like given a better pay than me, and I've been here 7 years, and they got like 6 figures, and I got 70,000, bro. And if I'm an enforcer, bro, I'm gonna knock on your feet a couple of times because I'm kind of mad.
Bro, that poor girl got PTSD, son.
Yo, yeah, he's like, she was getting.
You see that shit when the teammate slapped her arm and she jumped like, huh?
Yo, for real.
She got PTSD.
Yo, the only thing she's ever said in the press tour, she was like, yeah, I'm getting hammered, but that's it. She's not like, don't feel bad for me. It's just a lot of these like white sport analysts are like, yo, feel bad for Caitlin Clark. She's like, no, don't feel bad. I'm playing the game. Like
it ain't just the white ones. There's some dudes out here.
I mean, she's the one thing I do know, she is fair. Like she talks her crap and like she's fair. Like even when they were trying to go after Angel Reese, she was like, nah, man. She's like, it's all good between us two. Like, leave her alone. Like she was telling people there was no beef between her and Angel Reese, and like people still trying to make that a beef thing. Like,
yeah, that's the dynamic. They need an angel, they need a devil. That's what it is. They're trying to set the shit up as marketing, bro.
It's all about skill, bro. Like, and the skills are there, bro. That's what people are gonna care about. And people are going, yo, I think this is the first time they had ever in their whole entire franchise that they had to flip a game to a bigger stadium to fit more people.
That's what's up.
And that's what's up.
They've been talking about all this. They want to pay like listen, she's bringing eyes to the game. More people, if they come to watch, then they're gonna see more talent, even if it ain't her. Whoever's playing against her, whoever's playing with her, like people will see the talent.
People
People
don't have the hindsight, right? They complain so much, like, oh my god, no one's coming out to see our games. We're not getting paid enough. But the moment someone comes out that's elevating the sport, right? Even though she's not trying to be the one to be the martyr, right? But people are watching it because of her, right? And her and Angel Reese, right? They buying tickets now. There's more eyeballs in the situation, and now what's gonna end up happening? You're gonna get more sponsors. You're gonna get more talent. You're gonna have more girls that can be like, you know what? I can actually play in the NWNBA. They're making money, and you're gonna inspire the new generation of girls, women, to go play.
And it's WWE, man. Find your character, find your role, man. Fit in.
Yeah,
what you gotta do, man. All this shit is scripted anyway. Sports shit is scripted.
But this shit is just crazy, man. I was watching some shit today, man. It was like some guy was just, I guess he was like one of those kind of like auditors, like he was going around recording shit and just like, so like there was a guy getting arrested and he was just recording, right? And then one of the lady was like, she was like, oh, why you recording him? Because he's black. I'm like, it's like, I'm just recording because I'm recording. It's like, oh, you black, because he's black, you trying to exploit him? You gonna exploit him with a little white? I'm like, yo, bro, that is crazy. She got in his face. I'm like, damn, bro, like, how's this have to do with, like, he was there since the beginning, before the fucking interaction with the cops. It's not like he just pulled his phone out then. Yeah. I was like, damn, well, it's just wild, man. We live in a crazy time, bro. Sometimes people just, I don't know.
It's you watch The Boys and you realize how prevalent this is.
It is. So many. It's okay, bro. So many people that just want to feel like they're oppressed, and it's just bro, like,
or a part of something. Period.
Or a part of something. Like there's no fucking white boogeyman underneath your bed stopping you from doing what you're doing. Like, I don't know. I can't. It just, I don't know. It's just it's weird, bro. People just want to be down with the cause and shit, and like, yo, bro, it's just stupid, bro. It's stupid. And a lot of these stories is kind of like trickling into these stories, into these movies and shit. Oh shit, did we lose? We lost Fresh Prince. His computer died. Yeah, but I don't know. It's weird. Weird times. What else happening here?
Did you hear Fallout? They're saying that season 2 is going to come sooner than later.
I really hope so, because I'm fucking.
Yeah, they didn't say if it's going to be this year, but they said it's gonna be. You're gonna get it sooner than expected.
So when is Cobra Kai? Yo?
That's.
Yo, word.
Cobra. Yo, did Cobra Kai ever get into like racial stuff? It was just like just kids being kids, right?
Yeah, kids being kids. They never got
there was no agenda. Season 6 is the last one, right?
I think they only had like one black kid and like one Asian kid or something like that. It wasn't really that like bunch of mixed crowd.
But it was not beating nobody up because there was a certain color.
It wasn't, and they weren't fighting each other based off of like their ethnic background or anything like that. It was more like, oh, you're part of Miyagi though, or you're part of Cobra Kai. We gotta fight each other.
They just beat your ass for being in a different dojo and shit.
Yeah.
Season 6. You'll be happy about this, Red. Season 6 comes out July 18th.
Oh, what?
That's they just finished They just wrapped up filming.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to look forward to.
That's what I'm saying. I told you,
Red. I'm a little jealous of Red. You know, even though we didn't get to talk about shit, he's got a lot of stuff. He gets to watch a lot of shit.
Yeah, he has a lot of television.
He's got Game of Thrones. He's got House of Dragons.
House of Dragons.
He's got The
Boys.
Yo,
he's
this man can
right
binge.
Yeah,
you better take advantage before you start that job, man. Take advantage right now. You better go.
Word.
I gotta put myself away from my Reddit stories and get that stuff done.
Man.
Go put the sweatpants on.
I would say go ahead and watch The Boys, right? Enjoy The Boys.
I would say get that.
No.
Don't
do The Boys. Don't do The Boys first. Get the Acolyte out first.
No, get the Acolyte out of the way first. Watch 1 to 3. Get that out of the way, and then get on The Boys, and then the Acolyte House of Dragons Sunday.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess if you're going to be doing it this weekend, yes, like tomorrow, then yeah, because The Boys is going to be like your palate cleanser after the Acolyte.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, do the Acolyte first.
Yeah, get it out of the way, guys.
So Cobra Kai season 6 comes out July 18th. Only the first 5 episodes. Then the last 5 after that.
That's dope.
And the next 5 come out the 28th of November. That's the last part. Part 2, bro.
Okay.
So we got some.
That brunette girl is a new like female villain, right? If I remember correctly, right? She's a new.
I haven't seen. I don't think I've seen the trailer to the new one.
Yeah, me neither. They got a trailer.
I know in the last season the 2 girls they sort of reconciled and stuff like that. Like the know-it-all Asian girl you talking about? The know-it-all like the brunette girl. I don't know. I don't remember she's Asian. I remember she had brunette hair. And she was like the smart girl that became like a ruthless fighter, and then she
yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she's like the new female villain of the show.
The Red complaining more about the LaRusso girl.
Yo, if she don't do no
Samantha LaRusso. Can't wait for
we
more
still
of
have to
that.
do interviews, yo. We need to see if we can reach out to her. I wanna ask her how it feels like to play the best TV villain ever known. Like,
that'll be interesting.
Let's reach out to Mary Miles and ask her like how does it feel like to play the best TV villain, the best villain on TV? I don't know.
That one might be the beginning of the end for us, bro. You with Samantha with LaRusso, bro.
We won't get invited. We won't get invited to any.
I'm going to compliment.
No one's ever going to want to do interviews with us after that.
I'm going to compliment. I'm going to say she did the best job playing the greatest villain ever. Yo, like it was so smooth.
And she's gonna be like, "What?
People don't even know that she's
what are you talking about? Like, I'm not the villain.
Everything that happens is because of you. The car crash, destroying Johnny Lawrence's car that made him have to like
Red the ultimate troll though. He gonna super up. The whole show is because of you, Shawty.
Everything stems from her. The beat between Miguel and Robbie.
Somebody needs to do a mashup of her as the villain. You know what they did with Ralph Macchio's character? They made him look like a villain in the trailer. Oh shit, he does look like a villain. He is the villain,
bro. I would do it if I had the editing skills. I would do it. Damn, I would do it if I had the editing skills, bro. Because I'm telling you, by the end of this video, you'll be like, yeah, she's the villain. She started the fight in the arcade that got the kid arm broken. She started the fight and then checked out of the fight after when she saw the girl pop up. She's like, oh no, I don't want to fight no more.
All right, so Red, right up the treatment, bro. I'll cut it together for you, bro.
All right, I'm That's gonna make me rewatch some Cobra Kai. I'm gonna write.
No, for real. That ass. You write that up. We cut that together as a video, bro. That ass. I'm with you.
Like, why does guy hate me?
That's what I said. It's gonna be the beginning of the end for us, bro.
All right, listen. I just want to congratulate her on playing the smoothest villain ever. Like, you're so good that people don't even see you as the villain. Yo, they think you're the hero of the story.
You ain't even see yourself as a villain, right? Elaborate.
So you think you're a good person when you kiss somebody else's boyfriend at the party? You think you didn't start beef? You didn't start that school fight the next day after that party? You don't think it was because of you? Why my girl got kicked off the top of the balcony? You don't think that's because of you?
Yeah, it's like I feel like I'm on trial.
I'm thinking about it. Look at Fresh. He's like, yo, this girl is evil. Yo. Fresh is thinking about it though. I'm like, I'm winning Fresh over slowly. I see the guy. He's thinking about it. Yo. He's like, yo, he's kind of right.
He's out of line, but he's right.
You speaking all facts, bro.
Yeah, we need that. You need that to be like a sound bit.
Mm-hmm.
That line.
Speaking all facts. Speaking all truth.
No. He's out of line, but he's right.
He's not lying.
The greatest
villain, bro.
So I got you right up there with the devil, yo, because they trick. You know what the greatest trick the devil ever did? Now people know he didn't exist, yo. People don't see you the villain, yo. You right up there, sis. You right up there.
Red is wild. Castor so sad.
Guys associate the truth, bro. My man just walked out with that lift there upset, started walking like smooth, like nothing was wrong. Like, yeah.
Another classic. Usual Suspects. If y'all haven't seen that, y'all need to check that out. Stop playing.
Big ups to Smack.
Crazy.
The best villain on TV, man.
No doubt.
Shout out to her.
Nah, you need to write that up, bro. I can see you going off. You got at least a 15-minute video in you, guys. Write that up. I got you.
I'll work on it.
Oh man. I think that's all I have here, man. You guys want to add anything else before we shut up shop?
That was smooth.
That was smooth.
I can't top Samantha LaRusso, greatest villain of all time.
Red needed to like make sure before he signed off, he gave us some bullshit.
I didn't even plan it. I was just curious about when Cobra. You know, once I found out Cobra Kai, and then it just went off from there. I didn't even plan this.
That's all you needed, bro. That's all you needed.
I was genuinely curious of when Cobra Kai comes back. I didn't know. So
no, it's coming back.
I kind of lit that fuse when I said I'm just looking forward to Jared complaining about something.
Oh yeah, you did mention her. Yeah.
no, we all waiting that though, man. That's Castor television. We all waiting for it.
Bro, can you now? I really want Red to watch The Acolyte on stream.
Yeah.
Does it have to be a live show? I'd rather have it pre-recorded because I need your reaction.
That's what I'm saying. I just want to see how he feels. Because I didn't even really go into how I really felt about it, but it's like, yeah.
I would say watch the first 2 episodes and let the third one be the one that we could record. Because I know that's gonna be a lot of time for you. The third one should be recorded. Just be a Red only, and like it stems from him with the whole like patriarchal shit. Like that's the whole.
The patriarchy.
That should be clutch, bro. That'd be like,
bro. That is gonna be a clip. It's going
true
to be a
origin story right there, bro.
Yeah, it's Red's origin story. Villain origin story. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
this is villain.
Is my origin story the villain?
Yo, for the 3rd episode, I want to see it.
That's what I'm saying. It could go either way, bro. Because I could just as much seeing you be like, nah. Just as much as I can see you like going off and just losing your shit. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
I really just want to see how you
Just
you
let us
take
know if you want to do it, man. I'm one text away, bro. I'll set up the studio real quick. I'll download the whole episode and we watch it on stream, and then
I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I'm down to do it with you, bro. If you don't want to do it by yourself, I'm down to do it with you. Like I'll rewatch it.
Yeah, man. Get some more content for the viewers, man. Especially if this one thing happens next week, guys. Woo! Untitled.
Woo, shit.
Oh, baby,
We on the map, baby. We on the map, baby.
We on the map, bro. Let's wee.
Woo,
Hopefully that
I
happens,
gotta
man.
look at the notes, see what questions is up there.
There's nothing. I'm a little
You
afraid.
ain't put no questions in there yet?
I didn't even think about it. I'm gonna go into it tomorrow. I'm gonna drop it tomorrow.
Before the show started, we was kind of going through a little bit, so I'm just gonna put down what I said earlier and just kind of, and then you guys could just add to it and you know. But we try to want to keep it lighthearted. But listen, we don't want to blow our load right now, so we don't know if this is 100%. But we definitely have some things happening next week, and trust me, y'all be the first to know. The moment is in the can. Trust me, we're gonna talk our shit. We're gonna talk our shit. So,
woo, summertime. Hey,
right.
It's about that time. Let's get it.
I mean, this is what we wanted, right? We wanted to elevate, and we got, you know, it. Hopefully it happens, man. But yeah, we're gonna end today's episode on that note, guys. We appreciate y'all for stopping by. We got some new subscribers as well. Listen, let's get this to 500, man. If you guys know a friend that know a friend, just share our shit. Have them subscribe. Get us to that 500.
Tell a friend.
Word, and yeah, we're gonna do a nice little raffle for 500. Gonna give away some good shit. Got some things that can. Yeah, we need 500 subscribers.
Oh. About to say,
500
we didn't reach 500 shows yet. Like, what we did?
Yeah, so we're gonna do a quick little raffle, and yeah, man, and yeah, hopefully that happens. But yeah, that'll be dope. How do you like about the new site?
Oh man, we had a whole conversation about it.
We had a whole conveation about it. But
you can rewind and catch
it. You could rewind, or you could just. I mean, this you know, Red hasn't seen it, so we didn't get into too much detail. We're gonna talk about it next Friday.
Shout out to the replay crew.
Yeah, so you could definitely tune back in. Maybe I'll say like 30 minutes, and you can see exactly what we was talking about. But it's very vague.
I gave it a rating and everything.
Nah, we tried.
I gave it a rating.
As possible. Yeah, we just yeah. You gotta rewind it because we tried to give our best thoughts without spoiling it because again, our brother Red hasn't seen it yet. So we tried, and if you've seen it, you'll get what we were talking about.
Yeah,
but yeah, and make sure you tune in next week. Next week, he'll have seen
next
it.
Next week, we're gonna talk about it.
We'll definitely go in and we're gonna get into shits like we got it in the description. We're gonna get into shits on this shit real quick next week. So
yeah, the title of next week's episode is gonna be like Red is caught up. That's gonna be like episode 194. Red is caught up.
Hocus pocus.
Hocus pocus. That's gonna be a thumbnail. Watch.
I was gonna say the freaking thumbnail should be Red running across the finish line and getting caught up.
Double toil and trouble.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, we appreciate y'all for hanging out with us on this Friday night.
The one with the guy on the bike.
Which one you talking about?
The one with the guy celebrating before he crossed the finish line, and then I come like the guy that comes and passes him. So he thought he won the race, but he didn't.
That just happened to a Spanish chick too in a speed walking race.
That's what she was in speed walking.
Yeah, speed walking race they had. She was celebrating and shorty passed her, and they did it in slow motion. Her reaction, like, oh
yeah, the bike. He did the last thing, but instead of like focusing on finishing it, he raises his hand and starts cheering like, yeah. And then you see this one dude just coming itch like by the wheel coming past it like it wins the race.
No doubt.
You know, you could say positively about those two people. They never play Mario Kart. They would know better if they ever play Mario Kart.
I'll be mad if I lost a fucking race to someone's fucking dick print. That's how close it was. He won by a dick print.
Oh, you just saw it?
No, I saw like was it like last week, right?
Yeah, I think it started circulating last week around that time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was an old clip, but it just started popping up now. But like, yeah, my man lost from a dick print.
Crazy.
My man just stuck
Like,
his
literally
fucking
his tire was there, and then the other guy tried to itch right forward, like whoop.
That's what you get.
And he was leaning his shit forward too. He was like lower leaning. He was lower. He was low leaning that shit forward too. My man was over here like. Yo, why my back?
Oh, man.
I'm so high, yo. There we go.
All right, yo. Again, we thank y'all for the supporters. Thank you for the support, and tune in next week, man. And we Untitled Live. We live every Friday, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time ish. I think today was probably like the latest we started, but it's fine. It's 10 o'clock adjacent.
It was my fault. I'm sorry.
10 o'clock adjacent. Yeah, man. Enjoy your weekend, and we see y'all hopefully next Wednesday, Thursday.
Word.
Peace out.
Happy Father's.
Oh yeah. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
Right.
Yeah, happy Father's Day.
All right. Peace out.
Peace.
In the city and I'm lurking